voy a quitar, porque no quiero que me caiga la tierra. Hello, fight fans. This is your friend Gerardo Rodriguez coming over from Big Punch Arena here in Tijuana, Mexico, with another night of 6 professional boxing bouts. So we're running a little bit late. Local commission has not arrived yet. You know, it is Mexico. It is Friday night. Traffic is really, really bad. But hold on. We still got some high quality entertainment for you guys. So what we're going to do, we're going to have our truck, our production truck, rerun 2 professional, beautiful fights from last year from Toscano Boxing. Take it away, guys.
as we get ready for our main event of the evening. We see here Jorge Pajarito Villalobos from Guadalajara, Jalisco, making his way to the ring. And a little backstage view for all of our viewers there. As we take a look at the cleaning crew, guys, keeping everything here COVID safe. Each and every fight wiped down, taking the right precautions, safety measures.
De Guadalajara, Jalisco, Jorge Pajarito Villalobos.
Okay, guys, I have to give it to you. I'm feeling nostalgic. This is the main event. As I am excited, I am nostalgic.
Good point, man. I mean, it's been a long night, but it's gone by fast. You know, they've been good fights each and every time, man. As we get the second half of our main event coming to the ring.
And here we go, Ángel Diablito Ramos. Trust me, guys, we're in for a treat. This is a future champion right here. Mark my words. Ángel Diablito Ramos, future world champion. I had the pleasure of speaking to him. We had a nice long talk. He spoke about his current training camp, his first full-time training camp. So we're in for 100%. A Diablito Ramos, who is at his 100% to give it all and live it all in the ring tonight.
As we await the official announcement from our ring announcer, Pablo Flores. Guys, you're completely correct. Great night of
Ladies
fights.
and gentlemen, it's time to rock and roll with our main event of the evening. 8 rounds of boxing in the flyweight division. Damas y caballeros, este es el combate estelar de esta noche. 8 rounds en la división de peso mosca. Your 3 judges scoring this bout in ringside. Sus 3 jueces, Carlos de la Rocha, Jesse Hernandez y Sergio Lechuga. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, su referee para este combate, Juan José Ramírez. Ahora bien, amigos que nos siguen a través de la señal de las redes sociales, Fight Hub TV, BIB The Best in Boxing y GSS Global Sports Streaming. Estamos en vivo desde el Foro Hayalay, desde la frontera más visitada del mundo, Tijuana, Baja California, México. ¡Ajusten sus cinturones! Introducing the fighter standing in the blue corner, wearing red and white. He officially weighs in 112 pounds. Presentando ustedes en esquina azul, con pantaloncillo en color rojo con blanco, con un peso de 112 libras. In 10 professional bouts, he stands with a perfect professional record of 10 victories, no defeats, and 6 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 10 victorias, 0 derrotas y 6 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. El invicto de Guadalajara, Jalisco, Jorge Pajarito Villalobos. And his opponent across the ring standing in the red corner. He wears red and black. He officially weighs in the same 112 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja con vistiendo un pantaloncillo color rojo con negro, con el peso idéntico de 112 libras. In 25 professional bouts, he stands with a near-perfect record of 24 victories, 1 lone defeat, and 17 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord casi perfecto, 24 victorias, 1 derrota y 17 de esas victorias por la vía rápida del cloroformo. El orgullo de la bella Cenicienta del Pacífico, Ensenada, Baja California. Damas y caballeros, aquí está Ángel Diablito Ramos.
Fun
And now
fact.
the final instructions para dar las indicaciones
Angels
finales. Su
Diablito
referee,
Ramos
Juan
only
José
loss
Ramírez.
has
8
been to the
rounds, 8
current
asaltos.
world champion
Vamos a una
of his
pelea limpia
division.
bonita, no hay
How
que
about
cometer
that?
faules porque pueden perder la pelea, puedo bajar puntos y pierden la pelea. No quiero faules, quiero una pelea limpia, suelto los dos, Dios lo bendiga. Vamos a
And
esquina.
that's, you know, that's very well respected. You know, you have the consensus flyweight champion, Kasi Tanaka from Japan, 15-0, 9 knockouts. You have the number 2 WBC, Julio Cesar Martinez, who's probably within reach coming out of Mexico. So Ramos not far away from maybe contending for a world title shot, considering he does have a good record. He has a good style. And according to you, Gerardo, he had the first full training camp of his entire career. And that's saying a lot, considering he's 24-1.
Definitely. So we're in a treat for tonight. I am pretty sure that Angel is going to be a top contender in the upcoming months. But tonight he has his opponent, and he has to fully focus on Jorge Pajarito Villalobos.
And what I did see about Pajarito, he likes to box. He likes to come out on his back foot. Not typical from your Mexican fighter. He likes to box. As he continues to move laterally, throwing his jabs, trying to keep Ramos off of him.
And that's good, Chris. That's what I would expect him to do with the body that he has. He's tall, he's long, you know. And then we have Diablito coming forward with that pressure and the power punches.
And throwing to the body as he should, like he just said. He's facing a longer puncher, taller fighter in Villalobos.
And we're having really good action right now, but this is still a fill-out round.
A little high pace feel out.
High pace fill-out.
Hey,
Ooh,
cuidado la cabeza los dos,
and
¿eh?
a good uppercut landed by Villalobos. Might have been a little headbutt in there as well. They touch gloves, acknowledging the headbutt. And it's very rare that we see two southpaws fight each other, but we have it here. Two southpaws fighting each other.
Boxer versus puncher as well.
You know what? I would categorize Diablito Ramos more as a boxer puncher.
Good combination. By
Villalobos more of a boxer. But good style by Diablito Ramos. I like the style that he presents. You know, like I said, we've seen him fight before. His draw with title contender Dwayne Beeman. That was an excellent fight. You know, I think it was just with the draw.
Jorge is doing a good job at using the ring. He's keeping Diablito in the middle and moving around. He's a young fighter too.
Yeah, good young fighter, fighting off his back foot. But to tell you the truth, Dylan, right now, and to everyone at home, I think that Diablito Ramos is the stronger of the two fighters. As he was pretty much pushing back Villalobos the entire round.
Stronger, and he's shown his experience. Jorge Villalobos has 10 fights versus the 25 that Ángel Diablito Ramos has. So that experience is definitely going to play a role here. It's going to be interesting to see how Jorge is going to adjust to the type of pressure that Diablitos is putting on him.
And it's smart pressure. He's moving his head as we see it here. A quick clip.
Back and forth action, as we can see on that replay.
Yeah, back and forth, but my point was the fact that Diablito Ramos moves his head right in the center, evading shots as he continues to move forward. It's a good little boxer-puncher style that he has.
Tell you one thing, if I was in Diablito's corner, I would tell him, throw more body punches. Make him move less. Throw more body punches. Make him slow the pace, then go to the head and headhunt.
I believe you're right, because I think he had the most success when he went to the body, and you saw a couple body shots there as he gets out of the way and counters. I like it, man. This is a good style that Ramos has.
Nice.
A good little 1-2 there.
I like how Jorge is using the ring, moving around, sticking and moving. But I think he's going to have to sit down on those punches a little bit more and make Diablito respect the power that he has. Because right now, Diablito's just walking forward.
He's walking
he hasn't
down,
felt any sting, any pain, so he's not worried.
That's a great point. That's a great point, Dylan. As we see, Diablito putting on the pressure, putting even more pressure, working the body, then going to the head.
And now a little bit more activity from Villalobos.
We start to see some swelling on the right eye of Pajarito Villalobos.
And I think he's complaining about a headbutt. And remember, guys, we had a headbutt about a minute ago where they both acknowledged, and that might be where that little knot on Villalobos happened.
They seem to be checking Diablito. I did not notice any cuts, but there it is.
There it is.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely cut. And look at Villalobos, who's also cut right around the same area.
He's both swelled and cut.
Swelled and cut.
And I think it was a result of that body clash, was it not?
Yeah, look, I would think it was from that headbutt.
Doesn't look good for Villalobos. It doesn't look. It is in a bad
It's
in a bad
very
spot.
bad spot.
Definitely.
It's rolling right into the eyes. Angel Ramos seems like it's a little bit off the eye.
Right.
But Villalobos, no bueno.
I would hate to see this fight being stopped because of the damn cut.
Good uppercut.
As a consequence of a head clash. I would hate that.
Yeah, it'd be very upsetting if it happens. It seems, though, with the quick wipe down that they did on Villalobos, that the blood is gone.
Now, both fighters have cuts. When your opponent has a cut, you start to focus on it. They both have it.
Yeah.
They both feel the urgency.
Definitely.
It seems like Ramos, though, feels a little bit more urgency going forward, throwing a little bit more shots. And
Good
a good
uppercut.
uppercut by Villalobos there.
Right in between Angel's gloves.
Got his attention. May not have hurt him, but got his attention. And good body shots landed there by Ramos.
He had a fight after Dwayne's fight. I don't think he's fully. I don't think he is.
Maybe a little bit of ring rust. Is that where you're getting at?
Yeah, maybe. But there's a lot of fighting. There's still a lot of fighting to go.
There's a lot of fight left. But to go back to the ring rust, maybe it just because right there in the last 20 seconds or so, Ramos seemed to kind of pick up the pace. And it's only 2 rounds, man. It's only 2 rounds. It's an 8-round fight. You gotta pace yourself. He's most likely just kind of easing into the fight. And as a seasoned professional fighter with 26 professional bouts, you know, he's easing into the fight. So it may be ring rust or just the fact that he's taking his time.
We have the head clash. We have the instant replay right here. You can see that. Oh, that looks bad. That looks as a head clash.
As we take another quick look, and right there, and both fighters acknowledge that they got hit
instantly,
and one blames it on the other. And as we start the round, a very special shout out and a big thank you to all our fans in Stockton and the surrounding cities in the California Central Valley. We appreciate all your love and support. We will be back soon. Toscano Boxing Promotions, bestinboxing.com.
It's called Best in Boxing for a reason.
And good little body shots landed there by Ramos.
Jorge not moving as much as he did on the previous rounds, is he?
It doesn't seem that way, Gerardo. I believe, though, the main reason why is those body shots landed by Ramos.
All night long.
Ramos is throwing good shots to the body.
Jorge was with that combination, didn't seem to sit down on the punches a bit more, which is what he needs to do because the punches he was throwing before just weren't getting his
Ooh, and a
man.
good shot landed there by Ramos, and you're absolutely right there, Dylan, because Ramos just walks through those shots. He walks through those shots because Villalba's not sitting down on his shots and therefore can't keep Ramos off of him.
Now, if Jorge Villalobos had the plan of touch and moving, right now he's fallen into Diablito's game plan, which is sitting down and exchanging, where we know Diablito, has the upper hand. He's throwing those harder punches, Chris.
Yeah, and as we see, Jorge Pajarito Villalobos likes to counter. He's doing it, but not as effective, and that was a good right hook by Ramos. As they're asking for the double jab, and he does it via Lobos.
Nice work in the inside by Angel.
And Ramos is throwing solid body shots and a hard hook to finish on the top of the head of Villalobos. Villalobos fights back hard.
We have
And
fight
this
now.
fight, this fight is starting to heat up, guys.
Villalobos has tried to step back and throw that left uppercut twice. So it looks like he's waiting to counter him.
Yeah, he noticed something, right?
Yeah, it looks like it.
And and a solid shot by Ramos, trying to close out the round strong, and he does, landing 2 overhand lefts to the head of Villalobos. What a great way to finish that round, guys.
Tell you what, those last 10 seconds, wow. Great exchange.
It definitely stole the round for Ramos, in my opinion.
Yeah, you're right on point on that one, Chris.
It's round 4. This fight is going by quickly, you guys. I'm getting sucked into the fight, and the rounds are just going by. I could have sworn we were round 2.
I like the unorthodox pressure style of Angel Ramos. He's honestly like a similar southpaw style or southpaw version of Manteca Medina, who we saw earlier today.
Here we go, early on this round, Pajarito taking the middle of the ring. He should work out his jab more and more. There he goes, double jab. Trying to keep Angel from hooking him to the body.
And now we see Villalobos stepping forward for the first time in the fight, which is not something that is a custom of his.
I wonder if that was something they told him
In the corner,
in the
you're right.
corner. Put a little bit more pressure.
Because you have to think, you know, I know Ensenada is not too far, 45 minutes away maybe, 30 minutes if you drive like Dylan. Jorge Pajarito Villalobos from Guadalajara, man. So that's the visitor today, you know.
That reminds me, Chris, Dylan, it is that time of the night. The Chalupa meter.
The Chalupa meter.
The Chalupa meter is back, and I'm giving this fight 333 Chalupas.
I'm still very confused on the Chalupa
Hey, man,
meter.
how is the scoring being done?
Dude, Chalupas
It's whatever Gerardo
it's
wants.
Whatever.
Whatever
it's
he
just a
wants.
thing people say, Chalupas. Chalupa is a good thing. If
I'm,
you have a
I'm
chalupa,
switching back to Chris's team, man.
I've yet not seen in my whole life a man with a
Very
chalupa
rare.
in his hand feeling sad.
Very rare, Dylan, that I want you on my team, but I want you on my team right now in this case. As Ramos goes back to the body, a little bit of sense of urgency from Villalobos. Once again, charging forward. Not what he was doing in the first 3 rounds.
And
Good
he's being
jab.
successful with it, Chris. He's being smart with the pressure.
And we talked about at the top of the telecast about Angel Ramos' first time making a complete training camp. No interruptions, no side job, just focusing here.
He
And
even
now,
has a promoter for
and
the
now
first time
he
in
has
his-
a promoter,
Yeah,
yes.
definitely. It's a fun fact. 24 fights, 24 wins, 1 defeat. How do you get that far in your career without having a promoter? That's how good Angel
Being
Ramos
talented.
is.
That was going to be my answer. You took it out of my mouth. Being talented. He's a good fighter, man. You guys see it here. Take nothing from Jorge Pajarito Villalobos, who's doing his work. You know, he's an undefeated fighter, 10-0. The hardest thing to go is that, we say it all the time, major cliche in boxing, but it's absolutely true.
You know, and as the rounds progress, Diablito's still putting on that pressure. But Villalobos is starting to look more intelligent in there, and he's starting to find a pace.
Yeah, so going back to the fact that, the hardest thing to go is that, so he's adjusting, as we can see here in the replay.
Good exchange there, changing levels, right?
We didn't see too much of the adjustment that I had in mind, but he blocked the shots coming from Ramos, and he's staying in the pocket.
So quick Spanish lesson here. Pajarito translates little bird. I am not seeing a little bird in Jorge Villalobos. They should change his name. Perhaps Eagle. Something better than little bird.
He's got the eagle powers,
Damn right.
Nacho Libre would say.
Nacho. Nice exchange. Both connected punches.
And just now, I'm seeing a little bit of frustration since the game change in the last round by Villalobos. I'm seeing a little bit of frustration in Ramos, unable to get to his opponent as he was in the first 3 rounds.
I agree, because you know what? Now Villalobos, he's landing some shots.
Oh, and a hard shot by Ramos kind of puts an end to what we were saying as he slips in the corner. There's a little bit of water in the corner there, and he's getting moved back there again. And he escaped from the corner.
In my opinion, that is what Angel has to do. Force the interchange force the action, force the pace, keep the pressure on, keep it. It doesn't matter if you eat a couple punches here and there, force the pace, try to exchange punches, because most likely Angel is going to get the better of them.
Yeah, good point, Gerardo. It seems like that's the flow of the fight, and a good 1-2 there by Ramos.
Nice uppercut.
Not much of a response yet from Villalobos.
Yeah, like he looked so good in that, or not so good. It was just his best round in the 4th round. We thought he was making a comeback. Ramos is kind of taking that slack back.
Stealing his thunder. Angel.
Good combination by Villalobos, though.
And a good 1-2 by Villalobos.
And you see him using that feint, making Diablito jump in.
Good hook there by Villalobos. Making it a little bit tighter here in the final minute.
Good jab by Villalobos.
Whoa. A little bit of entanglement there.
They had that Jada.
No pun with Will Smith and Jada Smith. Absolutely no pun.
I kind of feel like Angel's pace is it's slowing down a little bit. I wonder if he's expecting something bigger, or trying to exchange punches as we end round number 5.
I see him chipping away at Villalobos, just using his experience, just touching him. And the truth is, it gets to you. Little by little, that pressure will continue.
The
and
style that Villalobos has too is tiring. He's constantly in, out, using the ring, while Villalobos can sit down and stay in the middle and just sit on those power punches. So the pressure is on Villalobos.
Good point. That's what it is.
As we take a look at Angel's corner, how his trainer is helping him, putting on some grease, telling him instructions. What would be the best strategy, guys? What would be the best adjustment that Diablito could do? As we see the replay and we see the exchange of punches as Pajarito is trapped into the ropes. What strategy, what adjustments should Diablito do right now, Chris?
I believe he should just simply turn it up a gear. He's doing exactly what is asked of him, by his corner. That's what he needs to continue to do. But just step it up a little bit. Give him a gear up. Put it into 5th gear.
Diablito right now, he's doing a good job at putting on the pressure, but he is chasing Villalobos. And what I would like to see him use is cutting the ring. Put him in those corners. He's throwing power punches, man. If he puts him in a corner, doesn't let him out, he's gonna hurt him. He could end the fight there.
That makes a lot of sense, Dylan. That's hopefully the corner there will hear you.
Yeah, because you see him walking around instead of cutting off the ring. And Villalobos is doing a good job at evading.
Yeah, right now Villalobos is doing a good job of boxing. He's doing well. In the first minute of this round, we'll see how long he can do it for.
And now Diablito has been throwing those power punches, so that's going to get him tired. And we were talking about the layoff.
And he catches him there with the right hook. Ooh, and another body shot. We can hear those guys, considering there's no audience, we hear the thuds. And those last 2 shots by Ramos were pretty hard to the body.
You see how smart Villalobos is playing it right now, because he's jumping in, jumping out, jab, points. I like it, man.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing the right thing, winning the round, maybe. Yeah, man, it's a difficult fight to score now.
Yeah, that one's going to be on the judges. That was a good 2-punch combination by Diablitos. But so far, the action is Villalobos. Here you go, hit,
Well,
hit,
well
move.
here's the thing. He's just moving a lot. I don't see a lot of shots landed by Villalobos. The harder and telling shots have been landed by Ramos in this round.
But not as often, and that's where the judges' own bias comes in.
You guys are having a great discussion. So who you rather be, right? The guy who's moving, having a great performance, talking about sidestepping and ring generalship, or the one who's throwing punches and being aggressive. So this is a good discussion to have. Definitely, I wouldn't want to be a judge on this one. All I have to say is we still have rounds to go. It's still a young fight, and you know what? One shot can make this whole thing end.
Yeah, just like it did in the last fight.
Definitely.
But here's the thing. This is the point I want to make. For everybody at home, Villalobos walking back, in a sense, running back. Who would you rather be, the guy going uphill in Villalobos or the guy going downhill in Ramos? It's much easier to go downhill going forward in a boxing fight than it is to go backwards like Villalobos is. And he's not landing a lot of telling blows, is Villalobos.
He's not landing those hard punches like Diablito, but he is still landing and he's still getting points on those scorecards. Now, I want everybody at home to think about Anthony Joshua versus Anthony Ruiz. When he came back in that rematch, he boxed him intelligent.
Yeah.
He was sticking and moving.
Yes, that's what he did. He did a fantastic job. Did Joshua over Ruiz. I don't think I see the same thing here though in Villalobos. I think Villalobos is getting tagged by Ramos throughout the whole fight.
And on that note, everyone, this is why when you get into boxing, they say do not leave it up to the judges because you never know. Every judge has their own bias as how boxing should be.
And you get 3 different angles. You get 3 different angles from the ring. 3 different judges. Hard to score, guys. Hard to score.
I have to say something. It's like way different. It's a whole other planet watching the fight. Right here from where we are standing, which is just a couple of yards away from the ring, from the judge's corner, or even you guys with all the instant replays and the several angles we have with this streaming. So it really is a matter of appreciation, and hopefully you guys are having this treat as we are doing so tonight.
And as you were talking, Gerardo, Diablito seems to be coming on in this round, landing a little bit harder shots now as opposed to last round where he really didn't find them. Even though I still gave him the last round to Diablito Ramos, he didn't do much last round, but he's doing a little bit more this round, making Villalobos work harder off that back foot.
And he is working hard because Diablito puts him close to the corner, but he manages to escape every time. And that's where Diablito needs to step to the other side and feint and not let him know which way he's going to come in.
But right now, I think that the one who is inflicting more damage is definitely Diablito Ramos. Won't you say that, guys?
For this round, yes, I would agree with you. Like I mentioned before, that style that Villalobos has is tiring. You're constantly jumping in and out, in and out. Hit, move, hit, move. It's beautiful to watch. This is what boxing is, you know,
Yeah,
hit
man.
and don't get hit.
Back and forth, you know, like I'm trying to catch you, Tom and Jerry type stuff.
Another head clash.
clash again.
Another head boy.
Ooh.
That cut, Jesus.
Ooh, that cut. Oh,
This
man.
one is bad. It's right
man.
on the eye.
That one looks,
You know what, guys?
oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, goodness. I think,
I don't want to jinx it, but
nah.
I won't do it.
That should be it.
yeah.
That's a very bad one right above the eyelid. Heading right into the eye.
That is a tough one.
And what a shame if this is the case,
man.
which it seems like it's going to be, because that's a very bad cut, guys.
That's a very bad
cut.
on the very bad spot.
That's not going to stop.
And it's moments like this where you have to think about the future of Villalobos. He's a young fighter, man. He was doing a really good job.
He was making a valiant effort in a closely contested fight, which I think the truth he was losing. And if it's gonna go to the scorecards, he will most likely lose this decision.
That is a sick cut.
But they're stopping the blood, and they're gonna continue.
Is that it?
Look like it.
No.
It looks like it's done.
So we can't really hear under the mask of the referee. He did not wave his arms. This will be a technical decision. So we await the judges' scorecards, and I believe we're gonna score that round because the bell rang. So you have to score that round. Correct?
Correct, Chris. I'm staring at the cut. It's
a pretty gnarly cut.
Yeah, that's a pretty tough cut right there.
But you hit the nail on the head, Dylan, with what you say regarding you have to think about Jorge Pajarito Villalobos. He is a promise. He showcased a lot of talent, a lot of high-level boxing. So, yeah, you should really take into consideration that, hey, he's a young fighter. Take care of him and leave to fight another day, right?
He's 10-0. He's 20 years old. You know, he has a lot more boxing to do.
It's a shame that our main event ends like this. It was starting to heat up. Good fight, man. Good fight.
As we await the decision, Chris, huge thank you to Toscano Boxing for these fights. And thank you, everybody at home, for tuning in.
To everybody watching us around the globe, we can actually say that, Dylan. Everybody watching us around the globe. We had viewers from Nigeria. We had viewers from Australia. We had viewers from Stockton, California, who are disappointed with no Stockton slaps in tonight's broadcast. 0 Stockton slaps.
That's right. So thank you to all of our fans everywhere. You know, we appreciate all your love and support. In return, our goal is to provide top quality competitive fights here, man. There's no cherry picking here. And that's sometimes, unfortunately, it ends up with decisions like this where the fights have to be stopped. The fighters are going to injure each other. But hey, it's competitive. This is top quality boxing.
I like what you said. No cherry picking for any of the fighters under the banner of Toscano Boxing Promotions. Guys, this was a good card. These were good matchups. We hope the viewers at home appreciate the competition level presented by Toscano Boxing Promotions and bestinboxing.com. Guys, more to come from these two entities. I'm excited. I'm excited for the future. As we get ready for the official
Hello again, fight fans. This is your host, Gerardo Rodriguez, coming over from Big Punch Arena here in Tijuana, Mexico, with another big night of boxing. We've got 6 fights scheduled for you guys tonight. Local commission has not arrived. They're beginning to arrive, though, but you know what? It is Friday night. Traffic is really, really bad. So what we are going to do, we're going over with our truck, our production truck, who's going to rerun a very cool fight of our Boristeca's own Kevin Torres in March earlier this year. It's a very action-packed fight. So take it away, boys.
from Bellingham, Washington, USA, the Diamond Boy, Kevin Torres.
Esta tierra, Pacífico es algo sin igual. Este es el sabor, la banda de rico. Un favor, ¿te puedes girar el micrófono?
¿Vale? ¿El micrófono? Sí. Sí.
Torres making his way to the ring here, 17-1-1. Only one defeat. Only 2 defeats shared by these fighters. Each have 1 defeat, but Torres has twice the experience as Guijardo. So we'll see if that plays out.
Boristeca Boxing Promotions y KingGio Promotions VIP, the best in boxing, presentan nuestro evento coestelar de esta tarde. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your co-feature bout. Set for 8 rounds of boxing in the super lightweight division. 8 rounds de combate en la división de peso super ligero. Introducing first, the fighter standing in the blue corner. He wears white trunks with silver trim. He officially weighs in 140 pounds. Presentando a ustedes en la esquina azul, vistiendo pantaloncillo blanco con plata, con un peso de 140 libras. And 9 professional bouts. He stands with a record, a near perfect one. 8 victories and 1 lone defeat, and 4 of those victories coming by the fast way of a knockout. Presenta un récord casi perfecto. 8 victorias, 1 derrota y 4 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. Representando a su natal, la bella Cenicienta del Pacífico, Ensenada, Baja California, Saúl Cubanito Guardado. And his opponent across the ring, standing in the red corner. He wears purple trunks with gold and white. He officially weighs in the same, 140 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, vistiendo pantaloncillo color morado con oro y blanco, con un peso idéntico de 140 libras. In 19 professional bouts, he stands with a record of 17 victories, 1 defeat, 1 draw, and 14 of those big wins coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 17 victorias, 1 derrota, 1 empate y 14 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. Originally from Bellingham, Washington, he has blood from Mazatlan, Sinaloa, and representing House of Boxing, San Diego, California, USA, the Diamond Boy, Kevin Torres. And now with the final instructions, dando las indicaciones finales, su referee en turno, Jesús Soto. 8 rounds, 8 asaltos.
Señores, quiero una pelea limpia, ¿ok? No quiero golpes bajos, tengo cuidado con los golpes de la cabeza y los de la nuca. Golpes en la espalda no valen, señor, no quiero golpes de revés, ¿ok? Cuando yo les hable, se separan los dos y dejan de tirar golpes. Voy a amonestar al que no haga caso. Choquen guantes.
Here we go, guys. Kevin Torres taking on Saúl Guardado in this co-main event. Super lightweight title. Super lightweight fight.
Should be a good one.
We got 8 rounds. Yeah, it should be a good one. But each fighter only has 1 defeat on their professional record. Twice the experience, though, for Torres. Both of these guys up and coming. Stars here in this boxing arena. And we're going to see who's
nice
got
shot by Torres there.
Going, but right back comes Guardado.
And what I said.
Nice hooks by Guardado, too. Looks like he's got a stunned Torres, and he's really on though. And he sits him down early.
And kind of the strategy that was
described by you earlier.
Yeah, that he needs to come out strong with guns blazing. And we'll see how Kevin Torres is able to overcome this, as he has come back from knockdowns before.
But we know now that Guardado is going to come forward and try to finish this fight now. Torres has to survive. He's clinching. He's
Kevin
doing
has
the right
to keep his
things.
hands up. He has to keep his hands up and clinch.
Yeah,
He can't sit
that
there
right
on the
there is
ropes
not going
like
to cut
that.
it. He needs to move.
Oh, nice right hand from Torres, maybe. But man,
Oh.
Guardado is coming. Cubanito is putting it on right now.
Yeah, he
Kevin
is
has to
coming
clinch.
strong, and
Clinch.
he is on the gas, and he is not letting up. And
Oh,
Kevin
another big
Torres
shot. You see a
is
little bit
doing
of
his best to move and to evade shots and come back and keep his opponent off of him.
Torres in survival mode right now, but you see Guardado slowly starting to drop a little bit of the pace, but still coming forward with big hooks, big
And-
shots. Ooh,
and that's
right
the-
hand lands.
That's the strategy that Torres needs to do. He needs to go to that body like he's
Just
doing
like
there.
he did right there, yeah, but
Take,
man.
take some starch out.
Guardado has got plenty of starch coming right now. He's back. Torres up again and hit him with a nice left hook. The Diamond Boy is trying to survive this first round where he got knocked down in
And
the first minute.
this onslaught is still going.
Nice uppercut.
This has been a non-stop round, less than a minute less than this first round. This one is scheduled for 8 guys, so if Diamond Boy can weather the storm, he can drag it into those later waters. But
What's going on is when Kevin's throwing, his opponent is catching him in between punches.
Oh. I believe he got Torres again. Torres responds, though, very good.
Torres landing back his own shots, but it doesn't seem to be deterring the forward onslaught of Cubanito.
And Guardado is living up to his moniker, man. Like everything he said he was gonna do, he's doing it.
Yes, he is coming forward.
Nice body shot.
But Torres is putting that work into the body, trying to slow it down. That is the end of the first round where we saw the Diamond Boy, Kevin Torres, get knocked down in the first minute of that first round. He was able to get back up and he was able to weather the storm.
Yeah.
But KingGio, man, that's not the way you want to start off the first round.
No, he got caught cold. I mean, he needs to be very careful in between punches. His opponent is catching him in between punches. So, example, Torres is throwing. Here's the knockdown coming down.
Oh yeah, let's take a look at some of let's see how that knockdown happened. Looks like he's okay here so far, but on the ropes, he caught one that really right there.
It was
that was the left hook.
It was a left hook. And these piled up punches just kind of assisted him on going down.
Yeah.
But maybe it's just the fact that, you know, he didn't warm up too much in the back, got caught cold.
Yeah.
Yep, it happens.
You know,
but he survived it, and let's see how he can overcome, if he can overcome that early knockdown. Obviously, he shaking up the cobwebs here. He looks like he's ready to go. He knows he's in a fight now, does Torres. Guardado has been acting like he's been in a fight since that opening bell. Maybe that's why he's able to jump on Torres. But I have a feeling that now that Torres is woken up a little bit, we're going to see a little bit different fight in the second round. More of the same action, though. Torres starting to use that jab, mix up the combinations here.
and the way Guardado is leaning, maybe the uppercuts would suit Torres down a little better.
Oh, nice body shot.
But Guardado
See that right there, has to be
strong,
careful.
man. Guardado is strong and just coming forward, man. Look at that shot.
He's putting everything into those shots right now. It's Guardado.
Yeah, and these are good counters by Kevin Torres. Guardado's putting everything into those shots.
Honestly, Guardado doesn't respect his power. That's what's going on.
You know, I'll tell you what, Chris Martin, this is exactly what you said in the opening needed to happen for Guardado, and he's making it happen. But if Torres can drag this into some deep water later rounds, we'll see if all this energy output of Guardado is going to be to his detriment if he can't get the KO he's looking for.
Hey, we don't know what kind of shape he's in, man. Maybe he could keep this up for all 10 rounds of this fight.
Hopefully for us fight fans, he can keep this up, because this is a great fight to be watching ringside, folks.
And he switches to southpaw, something that I typically tell my fighters not to do. And, you know, let's see how he can do that southpaw position. the offense is easy. It's that defense on being a southpaw that's what makes it difficult. And look, the shots are going in now. Now the shots are going in by Torres.
Guardado's going to southpaw. What he was doing was working.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't make sense.
You do that when what you're doing is not working.
Exactly.
Not when you're being effective. Why would you switch the style when you're being effective?
Now he's open for a straight right all day. Straight right.
It's a very interesting technical decision here being made by Guardado.
Straight right.
So I'll say it again for all you young fighters watching. Check the defense. The offense is there. You can do the offense. The defense is what. Look.
Yeah, the angles change. The right hand becomes different.
Torres is now landing more shots since Guardado turned southpaw. Oh! And maybe he knew something we didn't because he landed a good shot there.
Guardado proves us wrong there, but we'll see if it continues to be effective. He landed a great power left hook from that southpaw position and kind of pushed Torres back. Didn't really knock him down or rock him, but definitely hit him with a shot that made him step back and think about it. And now he
goes back.
Diamond Boy's back in the pocket. Nice uppercut from the Diamond Boy. Good body shots.
It's going to come down to who's more conditioned, who's more ready, because they're throwing a lot of punches.
Yeah, this is a rugged fight.
This might be a war of attrition in the end, guys. And I think, as we said, Torres has a lot more experience. Maybe that plays into his benefit as the fight goes longer. But if Guardado is in great shape, Guardado turns around.
That was very low. That was very low.
Round's over.
There's so much action you can't even hear the bell. That's how you know it's a good fight. The whole crowd is yelling. We're yelling. As we go into this third round, it's been nonstop action in this co-main event. And you see why Saulo Rios, the CEO of Boris Tika Boxing and in promotion with KingGio Promotions and in association with you guys as well. You guys have put on a great card here. And matchmaking has been great here, and then the placement too. This is definitely a fight that's deserved of a co-main event slot.
Yeah. This definitely was, considering
let's take a look at that back and forth. Yeah. As we were talking about, just trading 3 for 3, 4 for 4. The opponent throws this, they come right back, answering back. Gotta love when two guys are just willing to toe the line and duke it out. No one's running, no one's hiding. Both fighters sitting there trying to land their shots. Both fighters look like they're crisp too. None of them are doing the deep breaths or anything or shoulders dropping. They both look ready to go. Both have strong eyes.
He came out southpaw again.
Well, I mean, he must feel like he has he sees that left, that
might
power
be,
left opening somehow.
All I see is possibly a left uppercut,
well, he landed a left straight towards the end of the round on Torres, but I mean,
is it possible he maybe, I don't know, hurt his right hand?
Maybe you're right.
Power there?
Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah.
I mean, we'll have to talk to him after the fight and see. If you maybe hurt your hand and then you can't throw power with it, but you can paw the jab with it and still land big lefts like that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what's going on. We'll have to ask Guardado after the fight, but we'll see if it's effective or not. It's a nice straight left to the body he landed there.
What Kevin Torres should be doing is doubling up that right hand. He's missing the first one and then step in with the second right hand and then come back with the left hook. That's what you should be doing with a southpaw, straight right hand or lead hook there.
And that was a quick little short left down the pipe by Guardado there.
Guardado looking really impressive coming in here with this.
Yeah, man. So I guess he can switch hit. Not too many fighters can do it. The most prominent one is Terrence Crawford. I think this is the second time I mentioned Terrence Crawford in this telecast.
And he's one of the best in the world. That's why.
Yeah. But you know what, man? Hey, give him credit. Give Guardado credit. He's doing it. He's doing it good. And I can almost guarantee you, Torres did not spar any southpaws in his training camp.
Yeah, that might be it too. I mean, I still don't like him southpaw because he was more effective as an orthodox. The fight has extremely gone towards Kevin Torres' favor because he can hit him without having getting count.
Yeah, and actually, Torres' only sole loss on his professional record was against the southpaw.
Yeah, that might be it. Maybe he saw tape.
Saw that tape and said,
that's true.
Hey, he had trouble with southpaws. I'm a decent fighter at southpaw.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll switch.
A tall southpaw. And Guardado has maybe a slight height advantage. So
He's pulling the Rocky 2 here. He trained.
That's true.
He trained only southpaw for the whole camp, and so he could switch at any time.
Yep.
Oh! You know,
see, but you know what?
He's landing those.
He landed it, but he didn't hurt him.
It doesn't have the power.
Because it
right
doesn't have the power as the right hand.
Torres shook it off.
Yeah, he shook it off. He took it very well.
And he's pressing, and he's pressing. Ooh.
Yeah, Gio, you were kind of describing what you wanted to see Torres do against this southpaw.
He has to double up the right hand and come back with the hook, go to his left because he's going to his right. He's exposed to the left hand.
Right?
He has to go the other way. He's going right into the right hand. He has to counter the left jab with the hook.
He's got to keep that foot on the outside,
right?
Yeah,
absolutely. Right now, look, you see, he's going right to the right. He's going to his right. His corner has to tell him he has to go to the opposite side.
And that's the thing, too. If you've been training for a right-handed fighter and you feel comfortable going one way, maybe all camp he's been going one way, thinking he's got to stay away from the right hand.
Absolutely.
Now all of a sudden he's got to, in the fight, try to switch. But that's the telltale of a true pro.
That's exactly what a professional athlete has to be able to do. That he has to adjust during the fight. He has to adjust. His camp has to tell him, listen, he's staying southpaw. You have to go to his opposite side, double up the right hand. I mean, I personally don't try throwing a jab at a southpaw because you get countered. It's just small things like that. You have to be gamed up, and his corner, I'm sure, is telling him. But it's one thing telling him and one thing doing it.
Executing in there when you got a guy like Guillermo throwing those big shots at you. Yeah, let's take a look at some of the shots landed. Look at that. There's that nice step in left hand from Guillermo.
He took it very well.
But yeah, Kevin took it well. And, you know, maybe we saw Kevin get jumped earlier in the fight and just kind of get surprised.
Yeah.
And a shot that might not have hurt him later in the fight when he's warmed up, you know, kind of caught him off guard. And now that he's warmed up, his chin is a little bit stronger almost now that he's kind of woke up and got back in here. Been a long time. So he's got some of the rust is being shaken off now, and he's...
Yeah, but I like the curveball that Guardado was throwing at him, man. Like, all right, I come out strong, like I said I was.
As an orthodox fighter,
I execute, and then I come out southpaw in the latter round.
And let's see if he switches. I see him switch. He stepped back into the orthodox position now. Maybe he's going to go back and forth during the rounds.
So when the fight gets hard, you go back to what you know. You go back to what you know, and that's why he turns.
Look, see, Kevin is closing the distance now. He needs to be careful on those counters, but he's closing the distance.
Oh, nice. Kevin with the uppercut. Nice. Torres with the body shot. Torres with a nice hook.
And it seems like Guardado lost some steam on both hands.
He lost a little bit of steam.
Oh, and as we say that,
yeah.
They must be able to hear us, because every time me and Chris said someone's losing steam, they bite their mouthpiece and throw 5 hard ones.
Oh,
nice. Guillermo misses with the uppercut, and the counter right comes from Torres, and now a double up, hook,
nice.
uppercut, does it again, hook, uppercut, nice left hook by Torres. Torres starting to come on now, big right hand by Torres.
Torres is coming out strong this round, man. Like, and this is a 10-round fight.
Oh, nice.
This is a 10-round fight.
10 rounds?
This guy's scheduled for 8, actually, this co-main event.
I apologize, ladies and gentlemen.
See, you know what, though? The referee just looked at him. He didn't tell him anything. That's why he went forward. You know, if I was Kevin, I would do the same thing. He's good.
Absolutely.
You don't stop until the referee stops you.
Nope, to decide if I low-blowed or not. It's your job to tell me.
Yeah, your job as a fighter is to go out there and perform, not to be the referee.
Yeah, this referee's not having his best day in the office. We'll put it nicely, I guess you could say right now.
And of the two, Guardado definitely needed this.
Oh, absolutely, because you could see the momentum.
The momentum.
There was a momentum switch going on, and now he has some time to reset. But you know what? Torres looks like he's just as focused as he was before the break. So we'll see if he's able to continue this outpouring of offense here.
Oh, he heard it.
That's a good uppercut.
You hear these slamming.
And like I mentioned in my predictions and what needed to be done for the keys to victory, you know, take them into deep waters, and here you see the experience. Look at that.
Oh, he caught.
Nice left hand lands for Guillermo.
He was just standing correctly.
Little bit off balance. A little bit off balance. Yeah. But look at the head movement. Look at the sharp shots that Torres continues to throw. as opposed to Guardado, where a little bit of steam is coming out.
See, Guardado's a statue right
he's
now.
not
backing up. You
he's
can
not the
see-
same strong guy.
Yeah.
You see, Guardado's really forcing those power shots out now.
Those hard shots that were landed earlier were hurting Torres. Right now, Torres is walking through those shots. And maybe the body shots had something to do with it.
This fight is playing out exactly how you thought it might, Chris, with Torres gaining the advantage as the fight goes longer.
Yep.
Nonetheless, great rounds back and forth between these two in our co-main event. Super lightweight bout here between Kevin Torres in the Diamond Boy blue and gold shorts. Guardado in the Cubanito.
And good action
shorts.
fight, man. Like, this is good. We still have 4 rounds to go.
It's insane. If this goes like it's going for the rest of the fight, guys, you get your money's worth from one fight alone here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I want to take the time to give props to both fighters, man. Halfway through this fight, Jose Guardado just, you know, Saul Guardado coming in and doing what he said he was going to do. He was going to come out here and try to steamroll Kevin Torres, and Kevin Torres completely poised.
And let's see what happens.
As we see, look, I like to see it again, but look at the sharpness of Kevin Torres here in these replays and that head movement.
Picking shots, doubling up to the body. Nice uppercut there, and now we're back into our action here. We're going to our 5th round of the scheduled 8. These two warriors have gone back and forth. Torres, if you're just joining us, was knocked down in the first round early, first minute. Has battled back to change the complexion of this fight as Guardado starts to back up, hands down. Torres coming forward. Torres landing big shots in the last round as we felt the momentum start to shift. Ooh, big miss though from the Diamond Boy. Recollects himself. Output has gone way down for Guardado, guys. I mean, as you can see, what was once a extremely aggressive offensive fighter has become more of a defensive, retreating fighter looking to counter. Still in that southpaw position, though. You know, he hasn't switched back to his natural stance. So we just got to wonder what happened to make him stay in this. There he goes. Finally.
So once again, look at when you start to feel trouble, you resort back to what you know.
Yeah. And I wonder if it might not be a good idea for him to stay with what he knows.
See,
yeah, because he had a little bit of success, right, with the southpaw, and there he goes trying to.
He did, but it's not effective. It's just
the shots aren't hitting the same. Yeah,
he's not effective as when he was orthodox.
Yeah, all the damage he done earlier in the fight was from orthodox, so you would assume he would.
And I believe that hurt him. That body shot, that right hand to the body by Kevin Torres.
This is a great test for Torres.
See, and you see Kevin Torres going to the right. That's why he's getting hit with the left. He has to go the other way, to his left. Like
there
that,
he goes. Yeah, I think
taking away that left hand.
Starting to figure it out, but he's got to make sure he keeps that front foot on the outside there, which he did, and is able to land effectively and not worry so much about that big counter. But you see, he steps back into orthodox, does Cubanito.
Yeah.
And he's almost imploring Torres to come at him. Looking to counter now, doesn't have the energy to move forward, so trying to catch Torres coming in. And he switches back to southpaw again.
Oh, nice
Torres
left hook.
Chasing him down. Ooh, slip and rip from Torres.
Yeah, and what I thought at the beginning where Torres needed to be is later on in the fight is happening. You know, you see the tendencies by Guardado kind of deteriorating a little bit, you know? Slowly getting worn down by what's a true professional in Torres. This is where you see the professional in a boxer.
Oh, big right hand. Another big right hand from Torres. As Guardado comes forward at the end of that 5th round.
That right there, Torres won that whole round, and that's risky. You don't have to do that in exchange with a stronger fighter because he's opening himself up in between punches. You won the round, go back to your corner. But that benefits Guardado right there because
you know what? Okay, I'm gonna give you the counterpart to that. I think that's the right move to do. To know for Guardado to know that if he tries to muscle his way in, he's gonna be met with force. So I think that Torres did the right thing there in fighting back the way he did.
Well, you got to think about it like this. Maybe Torres is thinking, he's trying to steal this round from me right now. And I got to put my foot down and absolutely make sure no matter what, there's no denying that this is my round, you know, because, you know, a fighter can do that. He can get outworked for 2.5 minutes and then spend 30 seconds going ham and sometimes steal rounds that way. So maybe that's going on in the mind of Kevin Torres. I'd love to interview both of these fighters after this fight and see what they were thinking.
I want to know why
I'd love to watch it with them. I want to watch it with them and say, what are you thinking here, guys?
And it seems to me, maybe to you guys as well, that Torres is kind of inching his way, crawling his way back into this fight.
Oh, I think he's more than crawling his way
he's back in the fight. Absolutely, I think he's back in the fight.
I think he's. I think he's taking control of this fight at this point.
Well,
you know?
well, the first 2 rounds definitely for Guardado. Maybe even the 3rd round. That's why I'm saying.
Yes. As far as scorecards.
As far as scorecards.
Yes, definitely.
No.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So Torres is taking control.
But on the cards, yes.
I'm talking about the cards.
Yes. Good point, Chris. I wasn't really even thinking about the cards. I was just thinking about momentum and who's in control right now. But yes, if you go back to the earlier rounds, Guardado did some great work. So there was some making up to do for Torres. And let's not forget that's a 10-8 round, that first round, because Torres was knocked down. So that's an extra point off there.
Yeah. And that's very smart by Torres to go to the body, considering how strong Guardado was at the beginning, man.
Yeah, you got to try to break down that body.
He doesn't look like the same guy anymore.
No, like I said, he's retreating. He's looking to counter instead of create
He's
offense.
still landing his shots.
He is landing good shots,
but they don't have the same
a lot of steams off it now.
Yeah, I don't think Cubanito has the ability to really hit and hurt Torres unless it's a perfectly timed shot at this point. Yeah,
not as a southpaw.
And you gotta wonder if this right, and he's that right hand. He hasn't really used it with power. I mean, he's poking the jab with it, but you haven't seen him throw big right hands. I wonder if maybe something happened to that hand.
Yeah, we have to see. The only one he is throwing hard is that left hand. You're right. And right there, he pity pats even with the left hand there too. But the right hand does not throw it hard.
And he's got it all the way. You know, he's got his hands all the way down. You know, and you just got to wonder what's going on inside his head, what he's fighting through.
Yeah. But steam is off his punches definitely because he just hit Kevin twice right now. Kevin just took it like nothing.
Kevin's coming on strong here.
Yeah,
very
Kevin's
strong.
taking over the fight now. He took it over 2 rounds ago.
Yeah, and now he's making up, and then maybe he's making it up and getting ahead on the scorecards in this round.
Yeah,
good body work by Torres there.
This is the 6th of 8 rounds, so after this we'll have 2 more rounds if it gets through this round.
And he's throwing hard shots to the body, but he's touching to the head. He's touching to the head as Torres and ripping to the body.
Good Lord, this is an incredible fight.
Yeah.
As a fight fan, I'm just sitting here in awe, in amazement of these warriors laying it on the line. Such a display of heart. Oh, nice right hand, but then counter right hand from Torres. Torres looking strong in the later rounds of this fight, guys. So, Gio, I wanted to ask you why we have you. You recently took the cross into the promotion game, part of boxing. And how is that going for you? How are you liking promotion, being in KingGio Promotions?
It's going great. There's a lot of talent in Northern California.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
A lot of talent. Like I said, I'm working on a card in June. I will be fighting for the title of that fight. I'm bringing back one of the best. I'm not sure that flyweight at 114 from Stockton, California. I'm bringing Marquitos. Yeah, he'll be coming back after a year.
Nice.
I'm excited for that, and I'm excited for my fight. And then I'm bringing back some of the guys from tonight. I'm bringing back Adrian. He did a very good fight.
Man, great debut, man. He looked like he's a veteran, a well-seasoned veteran in there in his debut. And as we head into the 7th round, let's take a look at some action from that last 6th round. As you see Torres stepping back and landing some big shots here right at the end of the round. It was basically back and forth this whole round, just like it has this whole fight. And we're right back to the action here as Torres, the Diamond Boy, Kevin Torres, in the navy blue and gold trunks, taking on Saul Guardado in the white trunks. Guardado knocked Torres down in the 1st round, but Torres has slowly inched his way back. And been exciting so far. We've seen a lot of stance switching from Guillermo. We're not sure what the reason is.
Guardado it kind of seems like he's more in a retreat now.
Oh, definitely. He's a defensive mode.
He's not the
mode.
offensive fighter anymore that he was the first 2 rounds. He probably got tired. Maybe he just. I really want to know after the fight why
About
he
the switch?
switched.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. He was effective. He was winning the fight, and he went southpaw, and the whole fight just turned on him. And fortunately, it went right for Kevin Torres because his only defeat is against a southpaw. But maybe Guardado's not even, it's not a real southpaw. That's why he's not having the effectiveness.
And even if Guardado says, "Oh, let me switch up to see if this works," because I know he has trouble with southpaws. Yeah. Once he doesn't have trouble with you as a southpaw, he would think you would go back.
Right? to your original stance, and he hasn't done it. So. Kevin Torres just doubled up his right hand about 10 seconds ago, and it worked. That's what you should have been doing.
From the beginning, you're right. You mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
Nice jab there.
He's catching with the left hand. Guardado's catching with the left hand because he's going to his right. He's walking to the right.
Oh,
Nice.
Torres starting to push forward. Torres starting to put it on, but they trade hooks there.
He's definitely sealing the victory here if he wins this round.
Yeah. Absolutely.
If he wins it strong.
I just like to see a young, up-and-coming prospect like this bite his mouthpiece and do what it takes here in this 8th round.
Oh, and a hard one too by
nice
Torres.
Right hand lands for Torres.
Guardado takes it well and losing starch throughout the fight.
I'll tell you what, Guardado definitely has got a great chin because he's eating some big shots.
By Kevin Torres, yes.
Late in the rounds too, not early. Early in the fight is one thing, but later when you're tired, you're still eating shots. It goes to show he's well conditioned, and we questioned if he was going to be able to keep a pace. And even though he's not keeping the same pace, it's not like he's completely fallen off. And even lands a big left hand on Torres
They
here in the
exchanged
corner.
hooks. I don't know if Torres got buzzed, but Torres was doing the better work.
And Torres got hit with a pretty flush hook himself there in that exchange.
Nice. You see, he goes to his left. He's able to easily tap him with the jab because he's southpaw.
10 seconds left, guys. 8th and final round. Co-main event.
Oh, nice left hook.
Oh, who's going to put a stamp on this round? Torres says, yeah, let's go.
Good fight.
I believe it was Torres to put a stamp at the end of the round there, landing a left hook. It seems to me that Guardado is the weirder of the two. You know, despite Kevin Torres facing a knockdown and a
Hello, fight fans. Welcome back from beautiful Tijuana, Mexico. Coming over from Big Punch Arena here from another night of boxing. We got 6 professional bouts scheduled for your entertainment tonight. We're in over for a treat, guys. So coming with me, my very own dear friend, San Diego Kid, Chris Martin. Hey, Chris, how are you tonight?
fantastic, Gerardo, ready to go for the fights. Excited for a good night of boxing.
Oh, yeah, we're in for a treat. We got a world title going over tonight, 12-rounder, KingGio, Giovannie Gonzalez versus Arenas for a 12-rounder for our main event of the evening. So, Chris, how are your expectations tonight here?
I'm expecting a good fight, and let's just say title. I don't want to label it yet as a world title. It's not a recognized recognized organization, but a title, yet a title, and this is a good main event here we have in Tijuana.
That's a good pointer right there. And 12 rounds, not everybody can go 12 rounds, Chris. How tough is that?
Yeah, not everybody can go 12 rounds. I got the chance to speak to Giovannie Gonzalez. He said, I know everybody says it. He said this, I know everybody says it, but I had the best training camp I've ever had. We'll see if it plays out here tonight.
Everybody says that they had the best training camp until they don't.
Until they lose. and then something went wrong. But today, we'll see. I felt that he was very genuine in his speech. And I think today he's here to prove it.
Well, we'll see tonight in action Stockton's very own KingGio, Giovannie Gonzalez. And we're on our final preparations as we're getting ready to hand it over to Pablo for another night of huge, big action fights going on.
Armando Reyes Garcia. Y también de Tijuana, Marcos Juárez.
Well, we're getting ready for our very first fight, and we just want to say, guys, we're really, really sorry. We apologize for the unprofessionalism because we acknowledge the fact that we are starting late AF tonight, Chris. But, well, local commission wasn't ready for us yet, but hopefully we will see some good action quality fights from now on. Chris?
Yeah, way late. If you're Mexican, any Mexican fans that we have out there, you know this is not late. This is on time, all right? This is on time.
Yeah, well, Mexican time, that is. I feel heartbroken for that comment, Chris.
Hey, man, I identify as Mexican. I want to let everybody know. The last name is Martin. It's not Martinez, but I identify as Mexican.
Well, we are very sorry. We acknowledge the fact that we are starting late, but we are going to make it up for you guys tonight with some very quality fights, high action, starting in just a matter of seconds, fight fans. So keep the comments going. We're seeing the live comments on Fight Hub. We are seeing the live comments on Global Sports Streaming. So keep those comments going. We are going to read them, all right? So, and well, Chris, 2 weeks ago, we were in beautiful Guadalajara.
Beautiful
Not
Guadalajara.
calling any fight. We were calling a Chavez fight. Talk about that experience, Chris.
Man, it was definitely one of the best experiences of my life. I actually didn't get the big show like you did. I did the undercard on the BN Sports, but yet I got to enjoy the fights themselves. You know, I was ringside for El Gran Campeón Mexicano. I was there, happy to be there. And it was a great experience, man. 100%. It was one of the experiences of my life.
It was, you say it well, it was an experience of my life as well, because my heart was all for Chavez. I almost got into tears calling that fight, because you see that Chavez is all heart. He was ready to go full out. He said to us during the fighter interviews, he said to us, what a beautiful thing would be to die in the ring.
He actually said that, yeah.
And to hear Chavez, El Gran Campeón Mexicano, say that, oh man, it gives me the goosebumps.
Yeah, that day I was there sitting there with you, and it kind of gave me the chills, like, you know, because you could see the fact that, you know, he was very genuine about what he said, and very passionate also. So the people reacted, you know, the people, you guys saw it, you guys definitely reacted to it. And you give him all the love. Can't say the same thing for his kids, because there were some mixed feelings here and there. But and here are some of the clips that we got from Guadalajara, but an experience of itself. It was a great night of boxing.
Definitely, it was a great night of boxing, a great night of action. The beautiful people from Guadalajara were very they were very warm.
Very warm, yeah.
Yeah, very warm.
The...
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful experience. We got to call the fights of both Chavez Jr. against Anderson Silva. How about that fight, huh?
Yeah, man. Something that leading up to it, I didn't expect. Fight week, kind of expected it a little bit more. And when it got to the fight, I was a little bit nervous for Chavez Jr., not going to lie. And as soon as the fight started, Anderson Silva took to boxing, and boxing very well, and you know, he took the victory, man.
I feel good. I feel happy for the MMA community, because they got a win over a boxer.
Yeah,
MMA guys, MMA fighters are always coming to our sport, to boxing, and they always most of the time they get their asses handed to them, right?
Absolutely.
So this time, Anderson Silva.
And just the other way around. I want to mention that too. Just the other way around. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Well, we're ready to go. Handing it over to Pablo as we speak.
Damas y caballeros, esta es la tercera llamada. ¡Comenzamos! Y en nombre de KingGio Promotions, en asociación con GSS Global Sports Streaming, les damos la más cordial de bienvenidas a esta, la que viene siendo la tradición boxística en el Big Punch Arena, desde la frontera más visitada del mundo, Tijuana, Baja California, México. Este evento es sancionado por la Honorable Comisión de Box, Lucha Libre y Artes Marciales Mixtas de esta ciudad de Tijuana, presidente Cristian Granados. Comisionados de boxeo, Alejandra Ayala y Juan Manuel Cardona. El jefe de servicios médicos, el doctor Benjamín Sandoval. Al frente del tiempo, César Fernández. Sus tres jueces, Paul Ríos, Iván Velasco y Alberto Martínez. Su referí para este combate, el experimentado Fernando Rentería. Ahora bien, amigos aficionados, prepárense. 4 rounds de combate en la división de peso gallo. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for 4 rounds of boxing in the bantamweight division. Introducing first, the fighter standing in the blue corner. He wears blue trunks with gold trim. He officially weighs in 118 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, vistiendo pantaloncillo color azul con oro, con un peso oficial de 118 libras. He stands with 2 professional bouts. Cuenta con 2 combates profesionales, representando a Tijuana, Baja California, Armando Reyes Garcia. And his opponent across the ring, standing in the red corner. He wears black trunks with white and green. He officially weighs in the same, 118 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, vistiendo pantaloncillo color negro con verde y blanco, con un peso idéntico de 118 libras. And tonight, he makes his pro debut, haciendo su debut profesional también de esta ciudad de Tijuana, Baja California, Marco And now to give out the final instructions, con las indicaciones finales, su referee, el profesor Fernando Rentería. For rounds, 4 asaltos.
Mucho cuidado con los cabezazos, golpes en la nuca, espalda, bajo el cinturón están prohibidos. Choca sus guantes, suerte, gana el mejor.
And here we go for the opening bout of the evening. Marcos Juarez pro debut versus Armando Reyes of Tijuana, 0-2. And they come out firing. Not too much of a feel-out round right away, Gerardo.
Why a feel-out round? Why? Why on a professional debut on a night like this one, right?
A hot night. You wanna get in, you wanna get out.
And literally, it is quite hot here in venue.
It is very hot.
It has to take its toll on the fighters, right, Chris? Being such a hot venue as we are tonight.
I think on later rounds it will. Maybe at the beginning now. Ooh.
Nice combination by Marco, uppercut, and then goes over with the left hook, changing levels. Oh, they exchanging punches in the middle of the ring.
Juarez
Nice
landing a good uppercut right
He's
there.
He's hurt. He's hurt.
Well, Reyes is coming back strong.
Oh, overhand right. Another one. Another right to the body. Oh, this is a fight now. This is a fight now. Welcome to professional boxing, Marcos.
Marcos Juarez being welcomed by Armando Reyes to the professional ranks.
Ooh, nice exchange. Again, back and forth action in the very first round, fight fans. Ooh, another right hand for Armando Reyes. Ooh, nice combination. Right hand, left hand, right hand.
And maybe Juarez thought he was going to have an easy night with Armando Reyes being 0-2. It's not the case for Marcos Juarez.
If he did think that, I don't think that he does anymore.
Ooh, that was a good shot by Juarez. Maybe Reyes felt that a little bit, but he comes right back with a 1-2 and a left hook and a couple overhand rights.
Marco's saying that he's not hurt, but you know what that means, fight fans.
Ooh, another hook landed there by Juarez. Very good shots. Very good exchange. And once again, this is not a feel-out round. We're 2 minutes into the bout. Wow. And these guys are chunking them.
I feel like we're like in a barroom brawl. Like whoever loses pays the check, Chris.
In this case, I will die. I will die before I pay the check.
Tijuana is not that expensive, Chris. Come on.
Okay. San Diego prices, guys. San Diego prices. You guys don't want to know anything about that.
Last 10 seconds, guys, of a very own first round. Ooh, one last right hand.
Yeah, absolutely entertaining round by both fighters. Mr. Marcos Juarez making his pro debut, being welcomed into the professional ranks by Armando Reyes. Great start to the night. We were kind of antsy. We were kind of irritated the fact that we had to wait so long. And it's hot in here. I'm not going to lie to you. It's hot in here.
It's hot.
We came in with suits. It turned into casual Friday.
we were wearing suits. You came over with a tie.
My tie was on.
The tie lost. The tie is lost, man.
Gerardo, you made a suggestion. As I think you should take off your tie. And at first I was like, nah, I'm good. But right away I had to take it off. As we see the action here, these two guys are chunking them. And Marcos Juarez and Armando Reyes.
And I think that Armando Reyes' right hand is a big ticket for him tonight. What do you think, Chris?
It landed a lot in the first round. I really do think that he won that round, Mr. Armando Reyes, over Juarez.
I think so too.
But we'll see the composure, see if he's able to put it together, is Juarez.
But you know what? In this style of a fight, anything can happen. I mean, literally. This is not something that you read on a cereal box. I mean, in this type of fight, anything can happen because they are going all out tonight. And this is the second round.
Yeah, second round. If I'm not mistaken, Juarez is already turning southpaw. Sometimes when fighters do that, it seems as though they're trying to find something.
Kind of desperate? Can that be, Chris?
Yeah, I think so, because Reyes is landing a lot of punches. And once again, I don't think Juarez really expected to see what he is seeing from Armando Reyes.
Right hand to the body from Armando Reyes. Again. And combinations, overhands to the body shots. Marco comes over with left hand of his own. They exchange jab in the middle of the ring.
And I'm going to go ahead and mention something, that we have the family of Marcos Juarez right behind us, right? And it might be his girlfriend, might be his sister, but she said, right before the fight started, said the other guy looks very mean. And I see that from Armando Reyes too. He looks very mean here tonight.
He looks mean. He looks mean. He's a mean mofo at bantamweight. A little mean guy.
Ooh, that
nice.
was a good shot by Juarez to the body.
He should stick to it. He should try to repeat. I don't know about that, exchanging guards. Chris, what are your thoughts on Marcos Juarez switch hitting?
Considering it's his pro debut, stick to what you know. Stop changing guards.
That's why we have a professional boxer with us, guys, tonight, just to get us and talk us through this action.
But like you said, Gerardo, he might shut me up. Look, he's having a little bit of success here and there, you know. But here's what I say.
Ooh, nice left hand.
Here's what I say to young fighters. Yes, you can throw punches from the southpaw position if you're an orthodox, no problem. The difficulty is the defense. The defense is going to be the hard part.
Definitely. And you know what? I think that he's efficient on the southpaw position because Armando is opening up.
That was a good body shot, once again landed by Juarez. And you're right, it is efficient. He does it well. But once again, like, he gets clipped a couple times when he turns southpaw.
Last 10 seconds.
And I really do think that Marcos Juarez was able to make this round a little bit closer, maybe even taking the round. So on my scorecards, we got 1-1 after 2 rounds. And just to let the public know, man, this is something brought to you by Global Sports Streaming, the best in boxing. The fact that we get to see up-and-comers, guys. We're not here showing you the pay-per-view fights, you know, Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury, but we're showing you who's coming up. Who are you going to see local from Tijuana, from wherever, because we have a few guys from Stockton, California. We got a few guys from different parts, you know, Modesto, California, Mexicali, different spots, okay? You know, through California and Baja California, Mexico, right? So this, to me, is what boxing is. You know, we see it flourish. We see it come to fruition, you know, from beginning to end.
That's a great comment, Chris, as we start the third round. Ooh, nice right hand by Armando. Yeah, you say it well. We are developing talent. Gold Sports Streaming, KingGio Promotions is betting on the developing of future talent. This is how fighters are born, right? So in venues such as this, with opportunities such as this, and I personally love 4-rounders because you get to see a lot of action, not too much rounds for resting, because in such a short fight, you cannot leave it to the judge's decision.
Yeah, you're right. I'm going to say this. I have over 40 professional fights, and the fights that I remember being some of my hardest were always the 4-rounders. One in particular, for whatever reason, his name escapes my mind right now, but he was 4-2. I think I was about 6-0. After the fight, I greeted him. I told him, dude, that was the hardest fight of my life. He said the same, right? You know, he said the same, but that's what I remember. You know, that was the hardest fight.
All action, 4 rounds.
All action, yeah,
all
man.
Action.
You're trying to make your impression on the judges, just like these guys are right now. They haven't stopped throwing from the first second of the first bell.
Ooh, that left hook had bad intentions for Armando Reyes.
Very bad intentions, and if Reyes is smart, he'll keep throwing the straight hands, the straight 1-2s when Juarez turns southpaw, because you can't defend as well as you can when you're orthodox and you're an orthodox fighter.
I would like to see Marcos throwing more jabs in the fight, like trying to control the fight, trying to keep Armando off him with the left jab, and I haven't seen too many jabs in this fight, Chris.
From either fighter, you're right, not too many jabs, and when they throw them, they land them. Wow, that was a good uppercut landed there by Reyes.
And another one.
And the tide seems to be turning again. First round Reyes, second round Juarez, and maybe Reyes taking this round again.
We may start seeing some fatigue, but well, it's very it's very usual for two guys that have been throwing for almost 3 rounds now, non-stop action, to take a breather, right, Chris?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're throwing a lot of punches, but something that you mentioned earlier, Gerardo, the heat. Is the heat going to be a factor? And I told you maybe in the later rounds. I think after 3 hard rounds like we just saw right now, it'll definitely be a factor coming into the 4th round. Who's in better shape? Who was hydrated before the fight? Because you're going to lose, you're going to lose all those electrolytes during the fight. You know, who's more hydrated? Who's in better shape?
Definitely.
Right.
So
Right.
I have a technical question for you. If you're the trainer, if you're in the corner of Marcos Juarez, his professional debut right now, you may be, I might be wrong here, but I think that he's losing the fight. So you're in Marcos' corner. Marcos' professional debut. What do you say to him?
So you're going into the 4th and final round of this bout. You need to win this round on our card, both our cards, right? Judges might have it different.
Definitely.
You need this round to tie. If not, you tell him, go for the knockout. Right now, I would say dig to the body, because in the first round when he won, he had success. Excuse me, the second round that he won.
Definitely. That's why we have a professional fighter with us, taking us through the fights.
And that's
go
a good
to the
hook
body.
landed by Juarez there.
I don't think we're going to see much body work on this 4th and final round. I'm pretty sure they're going to go all out.
Yeah, they're still fighting. They're still fighting over the tab. Gerardo. No, you pay. No, you pay.
And then again, Marcos throwing us a southpaw.
Ooh, nice body shot there by Reyes. Follows it up with an overhand right and an uppercut.
Just a quick shout out for the guys on the comments on watching the fights live on Fight Hub. They're commentating on Armando's man bun. So sexy man bun, that is, right?
That's a very sweet man bun. It's almost a non-existent man bun.
Yeah, it's there. It's there. You just have to search for it, but it's right there. Ooh, nice bending work for Marcos.
Nice uppercut there landed by Reyes, and he might be upsetting the story here for Marcos Juarez in his professional debut, because he is outlanding, in my opinion. Juarez right now is Reyes, even though they both seem tired.
I agree. I think that Armando is dictating the pace. Volume is definitely on his side, and effectiveness, I think so as well. But do not take Marcos for granted. He's all there. He's completely conscient, and you can see it on his eyes that he wants this W, Chris.
He definitely wants to win his professional debut. He's fighting like it. Just sometimes the skill does not match the
will.
intention. There you go, the will, better word. Wow, good 1-2 landed by Reyes again.
And the man you are hearing, fight fans, is, I'm pretty sure that this Marcos is that. So, because he's really loud.
He's really loud, and he's directly behind us. And closing the show, we'll let you guys enjoy the fight. With a little extra shots thrown in there by Reyes.
We got some overtime action.
Yeah, he seals the deal. On my card, 3-1, Armando Reyes over pro debuter Marcos Juarez. Armando Reyes, in my opinion, deserves to have his first professional win, going to 1-2. Solid 1-2 in the bantamweight division.
I agree. Let's see if the judges see it that way. You can never know, honestly. Like, it's
worst thing. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. Worst thing you can have it, in my opinion, is a draw. You give a victory to Marcos Juarez. I think it's definitely unjust for Armando Reyes. Even though we have seen worse decisions, but that being said, what's up with the tape? I know you guys can't see right now, but it seems like a little wonky the way the hand wraps of Armando Reyes is here. We might be having a little situation where not legal. Okay, never mind. Excuse me. I misspoke. It's tape from the gloves. And once again, I know you guys couldn't see it. I could see it. He's right in front of me.
And we want to take real quick, we want to thank our sponsor, Labate Incorporated, Republic Realty Company, Stellar Credit. We got Game Up Nutrition at Game Up Nutrition. We got Models Sporting Goods. Got to go to Moe's at Models. We got cleaning contractors as well, CES Cleaning Contractors. Thank you to Stay Sharp Barbershop. And to It's Hembro, as well as GV Kennels. Thank you so much, guys, for your sponsorship. As we head over to Pablo, who's got the decision.
Damas y caballeros, después de 4 rounds de combate, nos vamos con las tarjetas de los jueces. Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, we now go to the judges' scorecards. Los 3 jueces, all 3 judges, Paul Rios, Iván Velasco, and Alberto Martinez have the same scores of 39-37. Coinciden en números 39-37 los 3 jueces. For your winner by the way of unanimous decision, su vencedor por la vía de la decisión unánime, Armando Gunga Reyes.
Well, there you go, fight fans. Armando Reyes got his first professional W. That makes his record 1-2.
Y también reconocimiento para su rival, Marco Juárez.
And a valiant effort for Marcos Juarez. Armando Reyes gets his first win in his professional career, and I want to let everybody know right now I'm going to take pokes at president, owner of Fight Hub TV, that I got it right, 3-1. I may be coming for your spot as the unofficial scorer for PBC, for Showtime, for ESPN. I do them all.
As we see some replay of all the action, and you really can't go wrong with what minute or what seconds can the truck give us on the replays, because it was basically all action, Chris.
It was all action, man. These guys didn't stop throwing, man. So it was exciting to see from the very first second. Like, they came out, and neither one of them wanted to pay the tab, and they just started going at it.
That's one for the books, right?
Yeah.
Who wants to pay the tab?
You pay the tab. No, you pay.
You pay it.
You pay it.
Okay, we're working on the second fight of the night, fight fans, between Modestos, California, Emmanuel Fernandez against Alexis Garcia. And here we are. How good looking are we, Chris? Huh.
De Mexicali, Baja California.
Not bad at all, right? So, better than the ring girls, I hope.
Definitely not better than Pablo Flores, right?
No. James Bond of boxing.
Yeah. Jaime Bond.
Jaimito Bond.
Jaimito Bond. I like it.
Y de Ramos Mejía, Buenos Aires, Argentina. Gonzalo Carlos Dallera.
So real quick, I just want to say I just messed up. I saw the fight card wrong. We are going to see the second fight of the night between Gonzalo Carlos Dallera from Buenos Aires, Argentina, going against Manuel Martinez from Mexicali, Mexico, the land of the heat. Calor.
Yeah.
Mucho calor.
If it's hot in Tijuana, it's on fire in Mexicali.
Definitely.
Damas y caballeros, KingGio Boxing Promotions en asociación con VIP, The Best in Boxing y GSS Global Sports Streaming presentan este cotejo pactado a 4 asaltos en la división de peso super ligero. Let's get ready for 4 rounds of boxing in the super lightweight division. Your 3 judges calling this bout in ringside. Sus 3 jueces, Paul Ríos, Iván Velasco y Alberto Martínez. Your referee in charge of the action, para medir las acciones, el profesor Fernando Rentería. Introducing first, the fighter standing in the blue corner. He wears black trunks with white trim. He officially weighs in 140 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, vistiendo pantaloncillo negro con blanco, con un peso de 140 libras. He stands with 3 professional bouts. Cuenta con 3 combates profesionales de la ciudad de Mexicali, Baja California, México. Manuel Martinez. And his opponent across the ring, standing in the red corner. He wears green trunks with white and red. He officially weighs in the same 140 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, vistiendo pantaloncillo color verde con blanco y rojo, con un peso idéntico de 140 libras. He stands with a professional record, consisting of 8 victories, 12 losses, and 6 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 8 victorias, 12 derrotas, y 6 de esas victorias por la vía del cloroformo. Representando a su natal, Ramos Mejía, Buenos Aires, Argentina, Gonzalo Carlos Dallera. And now with the final instructions, dando las indicaciones finales, su referee en turno, el profesor Fernando Rentería. 4 rounds, 4 asaltos.
Golpes en la nuca, espalda, debajo del cinturón, con los codos y el antebrazo están prohibidos, ¿ok? Choca sus guantes y que gane mejor. Suerte.
All right, fight fans, we're getting ready for the second fight of the evening, and between Gonzalo Carlos Dallera and Manuel Martinez, all the way from Argentina, the land of Sergio El Maravilla Martinez, against a Martinez. So that's a good omen. Must be.
Good connection there.
Yeah, multicolored trunks for Gonzalo Carlos Dallera and black with white stripes for Manuel Martinez. Right away, we see not that much action as we saw on the first bout. Oh, scratch that.
No, it's definitely hard to follow an exciting fight like the last one. Well, exciting to a certain degree, right? Those guys chunked it.
Definitely.
Those guys let everything go.
And I just want to acknowledge the fact that Gonzalo looks like a freaking middleweight. And keep in mind, this is a super lightweight, 140 pounds. And Gonzalo looks...
He looks pretty beefy, right?
Yeah.
And one thing that we didn't get to ask, we had no fighter. We only had a fighter meeting with the last two fights. But here, Mr. Gonzalo Dallera, coming from Argentina. So I'd like to know if he resides somewhere close here to be doing a local show like he's doing. Does he reside here in Mexico, Southern California? Where does he live?
I'm pretty sure he lives here.
I'm interested.
Yeah. Ooh,
nice body shots. Oh, again, those are thudding shots, and we're right here ringside, and they sound pretty vicious there.
Yeah, you could have felt the shockwave on those body punches.
And once again, the fact that you mentioned that, you know, super lightweight, but this guy looks, you know, he looks a lot bigger than Manuel Martinez does.
He does.
Dallera. Martinez still looks like he's filling into his body, kind of like I do.
He's still developing.
He's still developing, yeah. I turn 35 next week. Hope to come into my man body soon.
Ooh, that's danger zone. That's a danger zone for Manuel Martinez. He should not be in the corner. He should not lean his body to the ropes with huge Gonzalo going at it to the body with bad intentions. Once again, dicks into the body.
I really do think that one kind of folded him a little bit. And whenever
you can see it.
Whenever a fighter lifts his leg like Martinez just did, that usually means you hurt him to the body.
And right away, fight fans, you can see that Manuel Martinez's elbows are angled towards the sky. You know what I mean? He's not really protecting his body. I'm guessing that Gonzalo saw that as an opportunity to dig in with those body punches as we end the round number one.
Pretty decent action between Dallera and Martinez. You know, both of them with losing records. I gotta put that out there. You know, both of them with losing records. Trying to get into the win column for Mr. Martinez. First one.
Mentally, does that help? Does that contribute in a negative, a positive way, going to a night like this with a losing record, Chris? Any special pressure that the fighter can feel?
Honestly, I wouldn't know how to answer that.
I wouldn't know because I won so many fights.
But that's not the case. That's not the case. But I know. Well, in my later fights, I have lost. You know, like it happens to a lot of fighters.
Right.
We get old. We face, you know, younger up and coming fighters.
Right.
And it happens, right? But to me, the mentality was always to win. You know, and I believe it'd be the same for both these fighters. The mentality is there to win. Is there added pressure? I don't think so. Those are hard shots landed by Dallera to the body, and Martinez still seems to be having trouble, and his legs don't seem to be all the way there.
Yeah, Gonzalo Dallera's strategy is very clear to me right now. He's investing with those body punches, and it is working for him. That strategy is working for him.
And we mentioned from the beginning the fact that he looks bigger. He looks bigger. He's the more physically strong. Ooh, hard uppercut. And it proves right there the fact that he didn't land such a flush shot, but I mean, he's just much bigger than him, hits harder.
Oh, I think we're watching the end of the fight.
Very close to being the end of the fight.
Yeah, Gonzalo looking like he's stocking his spray right now.
And being Dallera, you can't just wait for the one perfect shot. You can't wait for that perfect shot, even though he seems like he's just waiting, because it is going to come most likely. But set it up. Throw some jabs in there. There you go. Throw some jabs in there. Move your head. Set it up.
That's a great comment, Chris. Set it up. Not just look for the highlight punches, right? Try to set it up with punches, right? With feints.
And now that...
Ooh, huge left hook for Gonzalo Dallera.
And I was about to say, as Martinez is backpedaling, it's not... it's not the ideal way to be pushing back the way he is with his hands down. And there you go. Proved it. Ooh.
Uppercut.
Another hard uppercut there landed by Dallera.
Keep in mind, folks, we still have less than a minute left on this second round. So all the time in the world for Gonzalo Dallera to look for that knockout.
And it seems like Martinez's tires are near flat. He's got his mouth open.
Yeah.
He's not very stable, and that was a weird shot thrown by both fighters.
No, that's it.
And the ref stops the fight.
Dallera doesn't want to be here.
Martinez.
I'm sorry.
Dallera does.
Manuel Martinez didn't want to be here. Good job by the referee on stopping the fight. Yeah, Manuel Martinez didn't want anymore. Good KO victory, good TKO victory for Gonzalo Carlos Dallera, all over from Buenos Aires, Argentina, which this guy can fight, and I'm pretty sure that he can play soccer as well. Argentina, almost like the national sport.
If you guys can't see my face right now, but I made a frowny face at Gerardo.
You're not very amused by my comment.
I made a very frowny face at Gerardo.
I apologize.
Frowny face emoji. Somebody type that up on the comments for Gerardo. Thank you.
We got some comments over on Fight Hub TV as well as Gold Sports Streaming on the YouTube channel. So and I got some LOL faces. So people did like my comment.
No. I don't know what to say about that one. But you know what? He probably does play soccer. I'll go ahead and agree with you there. Probably does play soccer. But good, entertaining fight. And bringing you nothing but the best in boxing from Global Sports Streaming presents Best in Boxing. There you go.
Damas y caballeros, tenemos el tiempo oficial. 2 minutos 38 segundos en el segundo asalto. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the official time, 2 minutes and 38 seconds in the second round. Declaring the winner by the way of TKO victory. Su vencedor por la vía del knockout técnico. De Buenos Aires, Argentina, Gonzalo Carlos Dallera.
So Mr. Marcus Herbold went ahead and said, yes, he can play soccer as well. He agreed with us, or with you, Gerardo.
And once again, we're gonna thank our sponsors, Robotic Incorporated, Republic Realty, Stellar Credit, as well as our friends from Game Up Nutrition. You can hook with them on social media at Game Up Nutrition. Models, gotta go with Bose at Models as well. CES Cleaning Contractors. Our friends from Stay Sharp Barbershop, best barbershop on the 209.
Nice.
It's hemp, bro.
It's hemp, bro. I like that. That's a good model right there.
As well as our friends from GV Kennels, Acampo Tree Service.
Make sure you get that number.
KR27 Group. Chill Nutrition. As well as Pizza Factory, best pizza on the 209. Scalp Co, scalp micropigmentation, and hand sling massage. Once again, thank you all for your sponsorship tonight.
And showing a little bit of highlights from the last fight, excuse me. Just those body shots that Dallera was ripping, and he kept ripping, and you could see the grimace on Martinez's face over and over. The ref finally did have mercy on him by stopping the fight. Nothing crazy landed, and I want to touch back on that crazy fight. That crazy punch right now from both of them. Both of them threw a weird punch. And to be honest, I don't think that shot landed by Dallera. But nonetheless, Martinez seems to be having enough. You know, body language says a lot. And body language there said, I'm close to having enough, Gerardo.
Yeah, no más.
Maybe he said no más.
No más.
He looked perplexed from the beginning. Martinez didn't seem to have an answer for what Dallera was doing. Dallera definitely had the better boxing. You know, despite having a losing record, 8-12, improved to 9-12 with 7 knockouts. But despite that, you know, to me, he looked good. He looked like a good fighter. You know, deceiving record of now 9-12. Which means it's gonna land him fights where he's gonna test young fighters. I guarantee you, he's gonna get those calls from big promoters to match him up against their young guys. You know, and if you saw this fight, Gonzalo Dallera definitely did have, you know, a good form, good punches. He didn't have the best opponent in Emmanuel Martinez here tonight, but he did what he had to do. Did Dallera, and he got his opponent out of there in quick time.
As we get ready for our third bout of the evening, coming over from Tijuana, Mexico, Big Punch Arena here in beautiful Tijuana, Mexico, with another fight of boxing. And next fight is going to be Emmanuel Fernandez against Alexis Garcia. Emmanuel Fernandez coming over from Modesto, California on a welterweight bout, going at it with Alexis Garcia from Mexicali, another guy from the hottest place in the world, Mexicali, Mexico.
One of the hottest places. It's very hot.
It's one of the hottest places.
Yeah, man.
I don't want to be in Mexicali right now. It's hot in here. It's gonna be hot as hell over there.
If you guys could see, there's a fan right behind me. It is our friend right now, hooking us up. So once again, we were in suits at the beginning of the day. We're turned into casual Friday, as you can see my guy right here. All right.
It's no joke. We really got suits.
Yeah. We got permission from our production manager. Yeah, you guys could turn it into casual Friday here today.
It's a good thing that we didn't have any shorts or board shorts, that is, because otherwise it would be a pretty picture.
Took it too far, bro.
You took it far. Yeah, I took it too far. I'm sorry.
And we cut it off there. Back to business, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, back to business. We're getting ready for our third fight of the evening. Handing it over to Pablo.
Alexis Garcia.
Once again, Alexis Garcia from Mexicali, Baja California, with a record of 0 victories and 3 defeats.
And from Modesto, California, USA, Emmanuel Fernandez. Damas y caballeros, KingGio Boxing Promotions, GSA's Global Sports Streaming, and the Best in Boxing presentan este cotejo pactado a 4 asaltos en la división de peso welter. 4 rounds of boxing in the welterweight division. Your 3 judges scoring this bout in ringside. Sus 3 jueces: Iván Velasco, Paul Ríos y Alberto Martínez. Your referee in charge of the action, su referee para este cotejo, Profesor Fernando Rentería. Introducing first, the fighter standing in the blue corner. He wears white trunks with red trim. He officially weighs in 147 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, vistiendo pantaloncillo color blanco con rojo, con un peso oficial de 147 libras. He stands with 3 professional bouts. Cuenta con 3 combates profesionales de la capital, el Cachanilla, Mexicali, Baja California. Alexis Garcia. And his opponent across the ring, standing in the red corner. He wears white trunks, trimmed in black and red. He officially weighs in the same, 147 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, vistiendo pantaloncillo color blanco con negro y rojo, con un peso idéntico de 147 libras. He stands with a record 1 victory, no defeats, and that victory coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 1 victoria, 0 derrotas, y esa victoria por la vía del cloroformo. Hailing out of Modesto, California, USA, Emmanuel Fernandez. And now giving out the final instructions con las indicaciones finales, su referee, el profesor Fernando Rentería. 4 rounds, 4 asaltos.
Limpia, ok. Mucho cuidado con cabezazos. Golpes en la espalda, la nuca y bajo el cinturón. Están prohibidos.
Fernandez from Modesto, California. Going at it with Alexis Garcia from Mexicali, Mexico.
And I wanna let everybody out there know that Gerardo went ahead and picked Alexis Garcia because his trainer had the Street Fighter logo.
The Street Fighter t-shirt. You can never go wrong with a Street Fighter t-shirt. So I'm rooting for Alexis right now because of that cornerman's t-shirt. That's the best t-shirt on earth right now.
He's gonna definitely have a hard time against Emmanuel Fernandez, coming out with that strong jab and looks just like the bigger man in there right away.
Yeah, and fighting big as well, Chris.
Yeah.
Good right hand, overhand right for Alexis. And Emmanuel going at it with his jab. Jabbing away. And you can already see, fight fans, the determination on Emmanuel Fernandez's face.
Alexis Garcia does not look like a welterweight. He looks to me like a super featherweight at best. Not a welterweight.
You got that right, definitely. He looks small against big Emmanuel Fernandez, and who's fighting big as well. Ooh, huge right hand to the body. Good feint for Emmanuel Fernandez.
But showing the true grit of a Mexican warrior. Garcia not taking a step back and throwing back.
Alexis Garcia should not lean on the ropes. He should circle up his opponent. Yeah, that's it. Another huge right hand for Emmanuel Fernandez. But Chris, I just want to point out that we're in the welterweight division. How hot is the welterweight division right now with all the talent, big names?
Big names, man. Errol Spence, you know, Manny Pacquiao coming up in August. You got Bud Crawford. Still the top 2 in my opinion. Might be number 1, you know, in the welterweight division. I honestly think he might have fought the better fighters, but you know, Errol Spence has a kind of passing of the torch fight coming in August 21st against Manny Pacquiao. He can get through there, look spectacular there. We'll see where we rank him in the welterweight division.
Good check hook by Emmanuel Fernandez.
Danny Garcia. Keith Thurman.
big names, huge talent. Welterweight division is as hot as it has been
in a long time, man.
In a long time.
But that's actually always one of the stellar divisions.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
A lot of action.
Oscar De La Hoya.
A lot of speed.
Early 2000s, late 90s. And I can tell you right now, it doesn't look good for Garcia going into the second round after he barely made it after the first round.
Definitely, and props to Emmanuel Fernandez because he didn't went loco on him. You know, he stayed poised. He stayed behind the jab. Good check hooks. Good right hands to the body. He remained cool, right? He did not go all out, and I think this is going to be a good experience for Emmanuel Fernandez against an Alexis Garcia who has a big challenge in front of him tonight.
Definitely, that's a good way to put it. He's got a big challenge in front of him. Fernandez kind of walking him down in that first round, to be honest. And with everybody else that's watching us on Fight Hub TV, global sports streaming, Garcia was lucky to get out of that first round, man. Fernandez is a much bigger fighter, very well poised. Every time he hit him, we're right here under them, so we could hear the thud. It sound like they hurt, man.
Definitely. Where we get ready for the second round. Jabbing away, Emmanuel Fernandez.
And not only is Garcia not as big as Fernandez, he's not as skilled either. Like, the skill's not there. I know you guys can see it out there on this broadcast. He's not as skilled. Cojones he has.
Oh, he does.
Skill not so much.
Ooh. Missed by a mile on that overhand right, and Fernandez punished him with that left hook. That overhand right, it's not going to cut it for Alexis Garcia. And I guess you're right, Chris. I don't really want to say it, but the will's there, but the skill...
Far from there. Far from there. But once again, from the beginning of the telecast, you know, I told you guys what this is. You know, these are up-and-comers. You guys are seeing what an undefeated fighter looks like, you know, at 15-0, 20-0, when he makes it to the big stage, ESPN, Showtime, you know, back in the day,
That's
HBO.
That's it. That's all she wrote. Good job of the referee on stopping that fight, Chris.
The referee did have mercy there because Garcia wasn't really defending himself too much.
He wasn't responding. He just wasn't responding.
Wasn't responding.
Fernandez banging away to the body. Good job by the referee on stopping that fight.
Yeah, definitely give props to the referee, something we rarely do here in Tijuana, but let's give him props. You know, once again, I give props to Garcia as well. A little bit disappointed right there. You can see it in his face, but the man came out and he fought his heart out, man. Like, he did it. He did the best that he could with what he had. Emmanuel Fernandez did what he was supposed to do. He took out an opponent that was underqualified to be in the ring with him tonight. And kudos to Fernandez.
And once again, want to thank our sponsors, Labadi Incorporated, as well as our friends from Republic Realty Company. Stellar credit. Game Up, World Quality Cannabis and CBD, Models, Sporting Goods.
Gotta go to Moe's.
CES, Cleaning Contractor. Stay Sharp Barbershop, 209's Best Barbershop. It's Hemp Bro, World Quality CBD Pre-Rolls. G's Bulldog Kennels.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee steps in and calls a halt to this contest officially with a time of 1 minute and 23 seconds in the second round. Damas y caballeros, el referee en turno, el profesor Fernando Rentería, detiene las acciones con un tiempo oficial de 1 minuto 23 segundos en el segundo asalto. Declaring your winner by the way of TKO victory. Su vencedor por la vía del knockout técnico. From Modesto, California, USA, Emmanuel Fernandez.
So, Chris, gotta talk about the main event, the main dish for tonight. Giovannie KingGio Gonzalez going at it against Christian El Pipo Arenas, and we gotta talk about this. This is not the first time they have met each other in the ring. This is their second fight back at December 7.
2019.
2019.
Right? Yeah, 2019.
Giovannie Gonzalez got the win by TKO victory. If I remember correctly, was in the sixth round. And Christian El Pipo Arenas hasn't fight since. So we gotta talk about the obvious here. Almost a year and a half, 18 months, more or less, for inactivity for Christian El Pipo Arenas. Your thoughts about that?
Well, I mean, coming off a loss, man, and to be honest, if I lost, my next fight would be immediately to the guy that I lost to. And he gets to try to avenge that loss, you know, after starting 6-0 with 3 knockouts, stellar record, fighting a good fighter in Giovannie Gonzalez. You know, he wants to go in there and avenge that loss, man. Losing to the same guy twice probably sucks. So I'm sure he's going to come in here tonight. You know, we did speak to him. He's very dedicated to this. Despite taking the long layoff, he's ready to go and trying to get that victory and revenge fight against Gonzalez.
Definitely, and you got to say this, Giovannie Gonzalez is it's highly entertaining watching him fight. He always keeps his cool, the Stockton face, not particularly. He's kind of like a slow starter, if I may.
He's a little bit of a slow starter, but you know what I do like about him. We've seen him a couple times here in Best in Boxing. He comes in and he bangs, man.
He bangs.
You want a definition of Mexican style, and I think KingGio puts it on, man. KingGio comes in and he puts on a good show every single time, man. Win or lose, the times that I've seen him fight, he leaves it all in the ring, and according to him, he had the best training camp that he's ever had. We're going to have to take his word for it, and he's going to put on a good show.
Definitely. And Giovannie Gonzalez is always a guy that he's very sure. He's very confident coming over to his next bout. His last fight was over at late 2020, going all 8 rounds against José Luis Roa, with all action bout, a lot of back and forth action. He lost via decision, but always entertaining watching him fight. Then
once again, like I mentioned, you know, always entertaining. He is coming off a bad, 3 fights, and 3 fights loss, draw, I believe, or loss, draw, loss. For Mr. KingGio Gonzalez, part of the promoter, or the promoter here tonight as well. Main event and promoter. That's a
fun fact for you, Chris.
Yeah.
He retired during the post-fight interview last time. He actually said that was it. So we talked about during the fight interviews, and he was like, yeah, you know what, but I still want to fight,
Yeah, man.
I want to do this. I'm not ready to just hang off the gloves. And I could tell during the fighter interviews that Giovannie Gonzalez came very prepared. He seemed confident.
Yeah.
And this is a 12-round fight. Keep that in mind, fight fans. We are going to watch a title fight. 12 rounds of boxing. And hot as place as this, that can't be too good, you know?
We got one fan in the corner over
We got
here.
one fan, but that's for us. That's aiming
Yeah.
at us.
We got one fan.
We won't share with anybody.
It's very hot in here, man. To say that you're going to do 12 rounds, man, it's going to be tough, dude. It's going to be very tough for both fighters. You know, who's in better shape, who came in here very well prepared. Arenas coming off a long layoff. So that's the hard part, you know, coming off a long layoff. And KingGio coming off a bad year in 2020. So this right here,
I think it makes for an interesting formula, don't you think?
it makes it for an interesting fight, man, because it's a make or break for both of them. And I think you'll be able to see who wants it more. You know what I mean? Who wants it more? To be honest, I think Gonzalez has the better chance here tonight, considering he does have a victory over Arenas already, and also Arenas coming off a very long layoff, coming into a long fight in a 12-round fight.
Definitely. That has to be a confident booster right there, like knowing that you've already TKO'd the guy that you're going at it tonight, Chris?
Yeah, well, it's a booster for Gonzalez. You know, I did ask him in the fighter meeting, like, you know, how is he coming into this fight? But he really did say, his words, not mine, I trained my ass off. Okay, great. Let's see what we see here tonight. You know, it's easier said than done. I say that all the time. You can say whatever you want in the fighter meetings. You can say whatever you want before the fight, to the fighter, whatever, man. The boxing ring will tell you the truth every single time, man. Every single time.
And once again, we really want to thank our sponsors tonight, Lombardi Incorporated, Republic Realty Company, Seller Credit, Game Up Nutrition, World Quality Cannabis and CBD, Models Sporting Goods,
Gotta go to Moe's.
CES Cleaning Contractors, Stay Sharp Barbershop, 209's Best Barbershop. It's Hemp Bro, World Quality CBD Pre-Rolls. G's Bulldog Kennels. Ocampo Tree Service, professional and affordable tree cutting. KR27 Group LLC, looking to save more money on your taxes? Hit up KR27. Chill Up Nutrition. Pizza Factory. Scalp Micropigmentation. All of this sponsors from the very own area of Stockton, California. And once again, we really thank you guys for your sponsorship tonight, as we thank our fight fans for tuning in on this streaming over at Global Sports Streaming YouTube channel, as well as Fight Hub TV. Once again, Chris, and I'm watching a couple of commentates on comments on the YouTube stream, and people are having fun. People are mocking you. They're mostly mocking you than mocking me, but a couple of jabs towards the ring girls over there, as well as the hairstyles that we've seen tonight.
There's absolutely no way anybody's mocking me, Gerardo. I don't believe you, bro. That's it. I don't believe you.
We'll just have to read it to leave it. So, Chris, talk us through this replay here.
So, pretty much an absolute domination by Fernandez here from Modesto, California, man. Culminating in the referee having mercy on Mr. Garcia, Mr. Alexis Garcia. Like, from the beginning, man, Emmanuel Fernandez was just too big. Definitely more skilled. Alexis Garcia definitely has some guts in there to follow through with continuing to punch. Typically, when you're outmatched, not typically, most often than not, you know, you tend to shell up. You know, you kind of get a little gun shy. and knowing that the other man is a little bit stronger. Not Garcia. Garcia chunked him until the very end, till the referee had a little bit of mercy on him.
Definitely. And if you're in Garcia's corner, if you're his trainer, what do you say to him? It's the time to hey, guy, you know what? You don't got it, man, or you should do something else. You should train more. What are your thoughts, Chris? Being a professional fighter, because it's easy for me to talk. I've never been in a professional boxing match. So to me, I have to honor and respect all the athletes that have the guts to go at it in a boxing ring. So I'm asking you. You have the authority.
And same with me. I'm going to respect every single person that decides to step into the ring. I respect Alexis Garcia. Does he have the skill? No. Does he have the tenacity? Yes. He got in the boxing ring against a much bigger, stronger man, better man. But no, I would never tell somebody not to do what they want to do. You know what I mean?
Respect, brother.
Cool,
Respect.
man. Thank you. So Garcia had the audacity to come out here and try to prove himself and put himself out there, man, and put himself out in front of everybody, you know, in front of the public, in front of his friends, in front of his family out here that followed and came, because we did hear a little bit, you know, a few people cheering for him.
It's an hour and a half drive from his hometown in Mexicali, from here to Tijuana.
So no, I would never tell him, you know, give it up.
Well, you hear it from professional boxer, San Diego kid, the SDA kid, Chris Martin. And I'm really honored, Chris. I really like the fact that I can communicate, you know, I can energy, whatever. I'm like the male version of Sofia Vergara on sports commentating. You were mocking me on that before. But
you want me to tell him? You want me to tell him?
No, don't. That's all right. That's all right, brother. I appreciate that, though. But I'm really honored. I'm really thankful to be calling the fights. Besides you being the professional fighter, then you can talk us through, and you can give us, including that mental preparation, the mental side of boxing. You know.
Thank you, man. I really do love boxing. Everybody out there, I enjoy every single aspect of this game. I'm going to go ahead and plug my business, because I do own a boxing gym in San Diego, California, Bonita, California, Azteca San Diego Boxing Club. Follow us on Instagram. Follow my guy here, right here, El Cabrón de las Ventas. No L before it, though. Cabrón de las Ventas. Very, very popular man here on Instagram. In the sales community. This guy could sell anything.
I sold my way into commentate on fights, so yeah. I must be kind of good.
No, you're good at what you do, my man. You're good at what you do. I'm also honored here to be here with you. So thank you for throwing it my way. I throw it back.
So we're getting ready for the next fight. So, guys, fun fact, we have next up Victor Torres from Modesto, California, going at it. Get this, Chris. He's going at it against a fighter who just got the call an hour before. I just want to say this. Welcome to Tijuana, guys. An hour. He just got the call right now. He's ready to fight.
The show must go on. You know what's funny, man? Like, we recently did, like, we were in Guadalajara together 2 weeks ago. We were there for
calling the Chavez fight.
Calling the Chavez fight versus Camacho Jr. in honor of, you know, Hector Camacho Sr., who passed away not too long ago. But, you know, life was cut short. Heart goes out to the family. But one thing I remember is the fact that he said many times, like I was a little kid, but it's funny that I still remember. You know what I mean? And I always thought Camacho was Mexican as well. He spoke Spanish. I was born in '86. I think the fight was in '91, '92, and I was like, why is he talking to him like that? But anyway, anyways, he says that he fought nothing but cab drivers and blah blah blah. But this is an example of those cab drivers. Man, this guy took the fight in 1 hour notice. On our card here, we had Angel Garcia, right? Yeah, Angel Garcia. And we're getting a completely different opponent. A different opponent for this bout. In an hour notice.
In an hour notice. I don't know if I love this guy. He's my hero. Or I want to say to him, hey, dude, you should really go get some help, man. That's
No, well, I give him props.
I give him props.
Give him
Definitely.
Give him props first. And then second, how's he gonna fight? You know what I mean? Will this fight? What's the over-under? I want to see it on the comments right there. What's the over-under for this fight on an opponent that took the fight on 1 hour notice?
We are
against Victor Torres.
We are reading. We're reading a lot of comments here, and people saying, "Yo, no, this looks like a movie. This is kind of like a movie." Jams here says, "Damn, hope he trains all the time. That's badass, though." Yeah, definitely, Jams.
Once again, over under. What's the over under on this fight? Somebody lay that down on the comments. What's the over under for this fight on a guy that's coming on 1 hour notice? I've been in this game for 20 years. I've been boxing for 20 years. Never have I heard 1 hour notice. I heard 1 day notice.
I'm willing to bet this guy was watching the telenovela over at his place. I don't know, perhaps having some tacos with the wife, and hey, are you ready to fight, bro? Oh, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I'm a Mexican, all right. Let me get my calzones here and
puts everything down. Let's go.
Puts everything.
Where's the fight? Where's the fight? Oh man.
Oh man. Oh, comments are cracking me up. I don't want to read most of them because you guys are tough.
Hey, this is the internet. We can read whatever we want, right?
Oh no, but people are having fun. Minus like a zillion. We had Mad Dog over here saying that the over/under is like minus a zillion. I cannot even read that many zeros. So yeah, that's. I'm done.
I'm gonna go 2, guys. He makes it past the first round.
Oh, I am so rooting for this guy. I'm so rooting for this guy. Hopefully he'll be selling some merch because I just want to buy it.
He makes it past. That's what I'm saying. He makes it past the first round. Follow me on Instagram at SDKidChrisMartin. My homie here, Cabrón de las Ventas.
At Cabrón de las Ventas.
At Cabrón de las Ventas.
Money talks. So we're getting ready for the fight. I guess we can understand how why this is taking so much. The guy is probably
he was told an hour. He was told an hour ago.
Oh my God!
He was told an hour ago.
This is surreal. This is surreal.
But this is Tijuana.
Only
this
in
is
Tijuana,
boxing,
baby.
man.
Only
this
in
is
Tijuana,
boxing.
664 area code. Get that right, homeboy.
Y de Tijuana, Baja California, Antonio Torres Nava. And from Modesto, California, USA, Victor Torres. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. 6 rounds of boxing in the super bantamweight division. Damas y caballeros, este es el combate coestelar de esta noche. Programado a 6 asaltos en la división de peso Super Gallo. Your 3 judges scoring this bout in ringside. Sus 3 jueces, Alberto Martinez, Paul Ríos e Iván Velasco. Referee in charge of the action, su referee para este combate, Profesor Fernando Renteria. Introducing first, the fighter standing in the blue corner. He wears blue trunks with white trim and red. He officially weighs in 122 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, vistiendo pantaloncillo color azul con blanco y rojo, con un peso de 122 libras. He stands with 12 professional bouts, con 12 combates profesionales de la ciudad de Tijuana, Baja California. Antonio Torres Nava. And his opponent across the ring standing in the red corner. He wears black trunks with gold trim. He officially weighs in 122 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, vistiendo pantaloncillo negro con oro, con un peso oficial de 122 libras. He stands with a record of 6 victories, 8 defeats, 1 draw, and 4 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 6 victorias, 8 derrotas, 1 empate y 4 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. From Modesto, California, USA, Víctor Torres. And now giving out the final instructions, con las indicaciones finales, su referee, el profesor Fernando Rentería. 6 rounds, 6 asaltos.
Cuidado con cabezazos, golpes en la nuca, espalda, debajo del cinturón están prohibidos. Choca sus guantes, suerte.
So we're back, folks. We had some audio issues here. And we're getting ready to watch my own personal hero, Chris, Antonio Torres Nava, who took the fight an hour before. I didn't know that was even possible, like legally possible, I mean.
Yeah,
but
I was unaware of the fact also, but remember what I laid down on the comments? Over, under, he makes it past the first round. Does Antonio Torres Nava from Tijuana.
Chris, he looks like a guy who could take an hour notice.
Oh, no. He just took that left hook there by Torres.
He looks like a
and
mean
those body
mofo.
shots, too.
Yeah.
Oh, no. My prediction might be a little bit off, but here he comes. Does Nava, and he fires back, gets Torres off of him. Enough to give me hope he makes it past that first round.
Just want to acknowledge the fact that both guys' last name are Torres. We got Victor Torres on the black trunks, as well as Antonio Torres Nava on the blue trunks. And the Antonio Torres Nava is as the people on the comments of this live stream are telling him, they're nicknaming him the 1 hour man. So the 1 hour man, Antonio Torres Nava, my own personal hero, if you ask me.
It doesn't mean what you think it means, ladies. Calm down.
That was said by Chris Martin. Antonio holding his own, huh? He should really circle up, yeah.
And Torres, in my opinion, should be pushing the pace considering, and I don't know if he knows.
Ooh, nice combination by Antonio Torres Nava.
And I don't know if Victor Torres knows if his opponent didn't come in on a 1 hour notice. I suppose he does know, but if he does know, he should be pushing the pace right now.
Ooh, nice. Left hook by Antonio.
Good shots by Victor Torres. And I'm 30 seconds away from my prediction coming true. Makes it past the first round. Does Antonio Torres Nava, the 1 hour man, as branded by our YouTube subscribers on Fight Hub TV. Ooh, good shot there landed by Nava.
Well, you made it. You made it. Oracle Chris Martin.
I like that. And the fact that Nava is not sitting down. I think the fact that if he sits down, yeah, he's not going to sit down as he just told his corner. I think if he sits down, he won't get back up.
That guy's cold. That guy's cold. He's a mean machine. That's, oh my God, man. I'm telling you, that guy's my hero. Damn it. I'm going to invite him over at Christmas dinner because this guy.
Tacos. Go get some tacos.
Oh man,
I don't know about
you
the
deserve
Christmas
all the
dinner.
tacos.
Get some tacos, bro.
Yeah, forget about Christmas. You get all the tacos you want, brother.
There you go. He looks like he's eating all the tacos he wants too. Right before they called him.
Well, that's
Victor
that's
Torres.
energy,
Victor
man.
Torres needs to take this into account. The fact that his opponent came in on a 1 hour notice. My man, put the pressure. Get your opponent out of there. Yes, he does have 12 professional fights. Does Nava, but the notice.
I don't know. Mentally, Chris, I have to differ with you because Victor Torres, that has to mess up with you. I know. Obviously, you can. It doesn't. It's unnecessary to say the facts. Antonio Torres is not in shape for this fight. He obviously did not prepare for this fight. He didn't even know he was going to fight today. So, but Victor Torres, that has to mess up with your head psychologically. I mean, like, oh yeah, I did a training camp for one guy, and yeah, all of a sudden I'm fighting with another guy, and guess what? He just took the fight. I don't know, man. I think that Victor is
good body shot by Victor Torres, but you're right. Maybe it messes with your psyche, but that's it, man. You're 1 round into the fight. Get your stuff together to be polite and G-rated here. Get your stuff together and do what you have to do to get this win and to try to get an impressive win. You know, because anything less than a knockout, I think, is a disappointment for Victor Torres. Especially against an opponent coming off 1 hour notice.
Yeah, definitely. And Antonio Torres going at it. He's still trading punches. I don't see the energies there. I don't think that the gas tank has a lot left. But damn, Chris, he's still throwing.
Yeah, I mean, a professional of 12 bouts, man. Like, I mean, he has 12 bouts. You know, definitely a losing record. Yes, no problem. But he's got 12 bouts. The guy's got experience. Most likely in the gym, you know, training often. Maybe doesn't do as many sit-ups as we can tell here. Ooh.
And Victor Torres noticed that. And going
yeah,
to the body.
He keeps ripping to the body. He needs to keep doing that to
Definitely.
get that impressive win, like I'm saying, because that's what he's supposed to do.
Oh!
Wow.
Experience, Antonio Torres just spit away his mouth guard, trying to gain a little extra seconds. That's it. Yeah, referee waving it off. Not a huge surprise for us fight fans. It is what it is. Props to Antonio Torres on taking this fight on such a short notice. Give this man a Guinness World Record. I don't know
the
what
Guinness World Record for short notice fights, man. 1 hour.
He was like over at his house watching the telenovela, and then all of a sudden, hey, hold my taco. I'm gonna go fight, and then I'll come back. All right.
Hold my beer.
Hold my beer.
Hold my beer.
And my taco.
I'll be right back.
You should always have a beer with your taco. Or a taco with your beer.
Absolutely. That's what we're gonna do after this, right? Perfect.
Definitely. Tijuana tacos are the best. Best in the world.
That's actually a conversation we were having earlier. Go to Mexico City, nowhere near the taco quality
nope.
of Tijuana.
The taco meter here in TJ, it's all the way up.
Yeah. The the taco meter. I like it.
I was prepared for that. I studied it.
Okay.
Designed my jokes.
It seems like you.
Yeah. It's high quality stuff. We got Javis Bickle saying, bet he can make 24 tacos in 3 minutes.
Nice.
Let's watch the replays and take us through the knockout. Ooh, huge uppercut. Huge right uppercut by Victor Torres.
That's just kind of what sealed the deal, man. Like, you know, the guy immediately threw his mouthpiece on the ground. Oh, wow.
And that's all she wrote. Huge uppercut. Right hand uppercut by Victor Torres, and that's all she wrote.
Ladies and gentlemen, the
make it official
referee
with
stops
Pablo
the bout
Torres.
officially
Pablo
at 2
Torres.
minutes and 30 seconds in the second round. Damas y caballeros, tenemos el tiempo oficial, 2 minutos 30 segundos en el segundo asalto. Declaring your winner by the way of TKO victory. Su vencedor por la vía del knockout técnico. From Modesto, California, USA, Victor Torres.
And once again, we are going to thank our sponsors: Labaudy Incorporated, Republic Realty Company, as well as Stellar Credit, Game Up Nutrition, world quality cannabis and CBD at Game Up Nutrition, Models Sporting Goods at Models, CES Cleaning Contractors, as well as Stay Sharp Barbershop, 209's Best Barbershop. It's Hemp Bro World Quality CBD Pre-Rolls. G's Bulldog Kennels. As well as a Campo Tree Service, professional and affordable tree cutting. KR27 Group LLC, looking to save some more money on your taxes? Hit up KR27. Chill Nutrition. Pizza Factory, Scalp Micropigmentation, as well as our friends at Hands Up Healing Massage. Once again, thank you all of our sponsors for sponsoring this special night of boxing, Chris.
Very special night of boxing. This has been so far an entertaining bouts, as Mr. Gerardo here takes a quick break. I'll go ahead and talk to you guys about what's going on here as far as the fights. So far, we had very good fights, entertaining bouts. To me, the funniest thing was the fact that we just got, I think, a record in a 1 hour notice, man. So props to the promoter, props to the commission here in approving this here in Tijuana, just kind of to get the show going. We're still at limited capacities here at this event, but you have some people here, so you don't want to disappoint the people. Everybody at home, also, you don't want to be disappointed, right? You guys are watching here on Fight Hub TV, global sports streaming. You don't want to be disappointed either, right? So the promoter and KingGio Promotions, global sports streaming here, went ahead and did the impossible with an opponent on 1 hour notice, everybody, 1 hour notice. And I'd like to say, I predicted, made it past the first round.
You did.
He made it past the first round.
You did. People on the YouTube live stream giving us a hard time, Chris, saying that we should have taken the fight. But who would be doing the commentating if we were fighting? Yeah,
exactly.
That doesn't make any sense, guys.
Exactly, guys.
That doesn't make any sense. Come on,
man. I could have gone up there, whoop his ass real quick, come back down here, but that's too much.
That's too
much.
Yeah, that's too much.
You know,
Or like keeping your headset on and commentate on your own fight. Yeah, I'm kicking this guy's ass. Yeah, throwing the jab. Yeah.
It's a little bit braggadocious for me, bro. Not my style. I wouldn't do that to you guys. Wouldn't put you guys in that predicament. But I'm just kidding, man. I don't know.
You know what?
I say a lot of stupid stuff.
But an event like that wouldn't be as bizarre as a night as we've seen thus far, Chris. We've seen some
crazy stuff, man.
Crazy.
You know, Tijuana, you know, we always start late, just so you know, in case you guys didn't catch us from the beginning. We're on the Mexican hour here. What was it, an hour 20?
Like, we're like 90 minutes
but
past the time.
Close to 90 minutes, but here we come with our main event coming soon, getting ready to start up. Walk entrances coming soon. We're hearing that from the truck. But yeah, you know, the show must go on. This gentleman took the fight on 1 hour notice, and props to him.
Cristian El Pipo Arenas. And from Stockton, California, USA, Giovannie KingGio Gonzalez. It's time for boxing, and it's time to rock and roll. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the vacant UBO Super Featherweight Championship of the World. Damas y caballeros, este es el combate estelar de esta noche. Pactado a 12 asaltos por el Campeonato Mundial Peso Superpluma de la UBO. Your three judges scoring this bout in ringside. Sus tres jueces: Alberto Martinez, Paul Ríos e Iván Velasco. Your referee in charge of the action, su referee para este combate, el profesor Fernando Rentería. Ahora bien, amigos que nos siguen a través de GSS Global Sports Streaming, estamos en vivo desde la tradición boxística, la Big Punch Arena, desde la frontera más visitada del mundo, Tijuana, Baja California, México. ¡Ajusten sus cinturones! Introducing first, the fighter standing in the blue corner. He wears black and silver. He officially weighs in 130 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, vistiendo pantaloncillo negro con plata, con un peso de 130 libras. He stands with a professional record, a near perfect one. 6 victories, 1 lone defeat, and 3 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord casi perfecto. 6 victorias, 1 derrota, y 3 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. Representando a su natal Tijuana, Baja California, México. Aquí está Cristian El Pipo Arenas. And his opponent across the ring, standing in the red corner. He wears red trunks with white trim. He officially weighs in the same 130 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, vistiendo pantaloncillo rojo con blanco, con un peso idéntico de 130 libras. In 17 professional bouts, 10 victories, 6 defeats, 1 draw, in 8 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 10 victorias, 6 derrotas, y un empate y 8 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing from Stockton, California, USA, the knockout artist, the proud KingGio is in the house. Giovannie Gonzalez. And now, giving out the final instructions con las indicaciones finales, su referee a cargo, el profesor Fernando Rentería. 12 rounds, 12 asaltos.
Mucho cuidado con los cabezazos, golpes en la nuca, espalda, debajo del cinturón, están prohibidos. Choque sus guantes y suerte. Gana el mejor.
So here's the quickest tale of the tape that you've ever seen before. 25 for Cristian El Pipo Arenas. They both are virtually identical. Everything is the same. Even the haircut. It's very similar.
Well said, Gerardo. Well said.
That saved some time.
Absolutely.
That made my job easier. Here we go, guys. Main event of the evening, round number 1. Immediately, what are you looking out for, Chris?
Well, the fact that Cristian Arenas was off a year and a half since his lone loss to Gonzalez. Not gonna lie, that's a soft body, man. That's a 2020 body, if you ask me, man. It's a quarantine body right there. Maybe not in the best of shape. And we'll see if Mr. Giovannie Gonzalez will be able to capitalize, telling us that he had the best training camp of his life, but we will see.
That makes completely sense, considering that this is a 12-round fight. You should really be putting on some training. So Cristian El Pipo Arenas, right away we see that he's not in the best shape of his career. And I wonder if it's going to take his toll on a hot night as this against fast, confident KingGio, Giovannie Gonzalez.
And he pressures. I would say a typical pressure fighter, Mr. Giovannie Gonzalez. Just pressure. Head movement typically, like he's showing us there. And effective pressure is where it comes to play, you know. Coming off a lost draw for Gonzalez, you know, looking to prove that he still got it against Arenas. Arenas still trying to prove it to himself as well after starting 6-0 with 3 knockouts and losing his last bout, and hasn't fought in almost 2 years.
Yeah, keep in mind, fight fans, that's exactly right, Chris. Cristian's only loss was against his man right here, Giovannie Gonzalez, back at 2019.
And right off the bat, man, I can't lie to you guys, man. Arenas seems to be very slow. Maybe he's still warming up.
Yeah,
we'll
perhaps he's like, ooh, nice right hand to the body by Giovannie Gonzalez. Perhaps he's like saving the gas tank for the later rounds, Chris. Does that make any sense?
It makes sense, but you gotta kind of open up, man. You gotta earn your respect at the beginning, and it's not something that Arenas is doing right now. Ooh, maybe there with that one, that quick slip right hand.
Yeah, partially blocked by Giovannie Gonzalez. Giovannie Gonzalez working the body. He's seen an opportunity here. Again, to the body, changing levels. Giovannie to the body, then goes back to the head. Feint. Good left hook to the body by Giovannie Gonzalez. A little gift from Giovannie to Pipo Arenas to end the very first round.
And like I mentioned, man, Arenas sporting his quarantine body, and that's something that Gonzalez needs to expose right away, as we see the focus that you see in his eyes there. Expose that and keep digging to the body, keep throwing those left hooks, man, and test the conditioning of Cristian Pipo Arenas. Test that conditioning.
as we see some blood coming over from Arena's mouth. A little bit, not too much. Cool, confident Giovannie Gonzalez. And Chris, take us through the replay.
So not too much going on, but just kind of a little peppering and little body shots thrown by Gonzalez. Nothing crazy landed there, but something I touched on at the end of the round is the fact that he needs to keep going to the body, does Gonzalez. It'll definitely pay off, you know, considering the fact that Arenas doesn't seem to look like he's in the best of shape.
I think it's safe to say that Giovannie Gonzalez got the better of Arenas on the first round, so
100%.
Yeah. Not a typical, Chris, I might say, not a typical start from Giovannie Gonzalez, as he we were talking about this earlier. He's a slow starter. He always starts in the 4th, maybe 5th round. So props to Giovannie Gonzalez for starting smart, starting energetic, throwing punches, Chris.
Slightly energetic. I think that the first round, was typical. Maybe to you, maybe because Arenas didn't do much, but I think typical for Gonzalez, the fact that he's kind of heating up that motor. And like you mentioned, we'll start seeing it in round 3, round 4.
That's why we got a pro here with Chris Martin. He has the talent, I have the looks, so we complement each other, Chris.
Absolutely, man. You can have that title.
You complete me.
You can have that title. One of the better looking men.
In the words of Jerry Maguire. Ooh, nice. Double left hook. Ooh, Arenas felt that.
Jerry Maguire never said that, Gerardo. You're losing me here.
You can see it on his face. Arenas is on red alert right now. Giovannie watching, stalking his prey. Again to the body, to the head. Arenas looking hurt. Arenas looking hurt. Took a knee. Oh, those punches hurt, Chris.
I mean, that was a solid left hook to the liver. And yeah,
he's not coming back up. He's not getting up. That's it. That's all she wrote. Body work from KingGio, Giovannie Gonzalez. Knockout W in the very 2nd round of the fight. Chris?
KingGio did exactly what he said he was going to do. We didn't get much from Cristian Arenas pre-fight, but we see why. Maybe he wasn't in the best of shape. To me, coming off a loss to the same guy and fighting the same guy in a rematch, that I think would have kind of put more emphasis in my training. You would be able to see it in my body. You couldn't see it much on Arenas' body. Once again, sporting his quarantine body and not looking very stellar and in shape. But nonetheless, knockout victory for Giovannie Gonzalez.
As we wait for the truck to give us the replay of the action, the knockout W for Giovannie Gonzalez. It's just a matter of seconds now.
And if you guys are seeing the same screen that we're seeing, Arenas just got up right now in real time. Just got up right now. So that must have been a pretty wicked left hook to the body. And I really do want to see the replay as soon as we can get it.
And it was volume. It was volume, Chris, because it wasn't just one left hook. He kept repeating it. KingGio saw an opening. He saw his man hurt, and he capitalized on that. Let's make it official with Pablo Flores.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes to an end officially with a time of 2 minutes and 15 seconds in the 2nd round. Tenemos el tiempo oficial, 2 minutos 15 segundos en el segundo asalto. El referee Fernando Rentería da el conteo de 10. Por lo tanto, su vencedor por la vía del knockout. Your winner by the way of KO victory. He is the new UBO Super Featherweight Champion. El nuevo campeón mundial peso superpluma de la UBO. Stockton's own KingGio in the house, Giovannie Gonzalez.
So Giovannie KingGio Gonzalez, a better man tonight, as he got the KO victory. Body punches. Truly Mexican style, like the Chavez signature, Chris? Would you say that?
coming forward on him all night, 2 rounds. But, you know, must have felt a lot longer for people. But, hey, man, he got him out of there. As we get the replay from the truck, so he had already landed a hook to the body, kind of softened up Arenas there, and still softening him up, right before he culminates to the hardest shot, that left hook to the body, and it's coming up here in a few seconds. He was already landing was KingGio. And there you go. And it was just kind of an accumulation. So I thought it was just, at the beginning of watching this, I thought it was just one. But no, it was an accumulation of shots landed by KingGio Gonzalez over and over.
All right, I'm here with the winner, tonight's champion. Estoy aquí con el ganador, KingGio Giovannie Gonzalez. First of all, how do you feel right now, champ? ¿Cómo te sientes ahorita, campeón?
First and foremost, did you guys really think I was done after that last fight? I'm back. I had to take some time off, let my body recover. I've been fighting nonstop 4 years, every 3 months. I had to take about 6 months off, and I feel really good.
Bueno, si creían que me había ido, ¿qué creen? Aquí estoy, 4 años peleando sin parar, y bueno, tenía que tomarme un poquito de tiempo, respirar un poquitín, y regresar con todo. Take us through your strategy. Well, obviously we only got 2 rounds of action, but you seem really determined in punishing Arenas to the body. Was that your strategy all night long? Did you thought about that before the fight, or you kind of like thought so on this night right now as the fight started? ¿Fue tu estrategia desde el principio tirarle golpes al cuerpo, o fue algo que fuiste viendo, viste la oportunidad y capitalizaste?
El nuevo estrategia era para ir al cuerpo. En este camp trabajamos mucho en eso. Christian Arenas es un peleador muy duro porque le estaba pegando con los jabs y con las derechas, y si sabía si yo iba derecho con eso, pues que debía ser una noche larga, so cambiamos al cuerpo, pero eso es algo que hacemos mucho en el campo para esta pelea y las demás adelante.
We had a long training camp, a good training camp as well, and that was our strategy. We designed that strategy, punish him to the body, and we got the W. Tengo que preguntarte esto. I gotta ask you this. What's next for you? You seem very good tonight. You seem very confident tonight. What's next for you? What do you want next? ¿Qué es lo que quieres? Te viste muy bien ahora. Te ves muy seguro. ¿Qué es lo que quisieras de ahora en adelante?
Like I said, I had to take time off, let my body recover, let everything recover. I'm back. We're looking to throw a show back here in Tijuana, the end of September, and I'd like to get a rematch with Brandon Cortez.
Bueno, pues ahí lo tienen. Quiere una revancha contra Brandon Cortés. Esperémosla muy pronto. Siempre, always a pleasure seeing your fight. Thank you so much. El campeón con ustedes, KingGio, Giovannie Gonzalez.
Thank you. First and foremost, thank you to GSS, Best in Boxing, Fight Hub TV. Thank you to the announcer. Thank you to one of the best matchmakers in the world, Manny Diaz. Best training gym in the world. ESBC Boxing, Stockton. Shout out to the Omaha from Lodi behind me that came through all the way to Tijuana. And shout out to all Tijuana right here.
Un aplauso para el campeón, Giovannie Gonzalez.
All right, everybody, I want to thank you guys for watching the Best in Boxing Fight Hub TV Global Sports Streaming, coming to you live from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico at the Big Punch Arena, KingGio Promotions. Guys, this was a very good night of boxing. From beginning to end, we had good fights coming forward, Mexican style, all fights, all 5 fights. And remember, the one world record, man, 1 hour notice. 1 hour notice for a professional boxing bout. The man made it past the first round into the second. My prediction, guys, thank you guys for watching. It was a beautiful night of boxing. Thank you. Best in Boxing, Fight Hub TV. Thank you and have a good night. Thank you for joining us here tonight.